Because you're not rich and you're not famous and you're not this and you're not that. You had an opportunity to be, but you blew it all. And I said, well, oh well. I'm proud of that. I guess I'm proud to be a loser.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy.
Fuck life.
I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy on level 1. Level 1. Married happily, paycheck to paycheck happily, meaningful relationship, meaningful life with a family. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. Tomorrow, if I stop streaming, I would not be able to get a job. So it would be the end of my life. But outside of that, everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean? So I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy.
Fuck life.
I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the thousands of children.
When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. Big up Skeeter, and I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person.
I actually admitted this last year. I'll say it again. I actually do play some mobile games. I do. All right. The ones that I play are free to play or incredibly inexpensive. Like you spend $1 here or there to make progress.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on Street. It's WWE Champions time. I'm stupid. WWE game plays like Candy Crush. Moving gems around, breaking colored gems. I love it. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters you can summon, the higher chance you'll get the better characters, etc., etc. All right. Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on Street. Gotcha. Got me that gotcha. Thanks for the money, dummies. Supercar. That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago, a lot. For about a year, I played it pretty hardcore. All right, even at that point, that was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was putting a little bit of money into it. I was playing for the top cards. I was playing the shit out of that game, okay? After about a year, they launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards in the game and made all your progress essentially worthless. And I said, this game fucking sucks. What a complete waste of time that this was, all right?
Now, what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any.
It's going to be acidity from tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
and then
tart and its acid and nothing else. All right. So now we got to stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style tips. Greasy hair. Pasta once a week. The authentic style, Asian fusion style, Italian.
Guess what else we're going to add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's going to go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Yo! Italian wife. That's robust. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I'm a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix. Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer. Big ups to your dad.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peeling comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peeling comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peeling comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vestry for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight.
I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular, I don't know why you guys, okay, why are you laughing? Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Huh? Why are you laughing? Oh, so hilarious that this guy has... Hello. This is Phil Burnell, all right? And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. A.L. Team Insider, the legend, Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist, Speak to the Dead, psychological style host, Meerkat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
Should I do it? Welcome everybody. Oh my God.
No, you'll never know.
Guess it's time to start the show. We are, that being said, this is the Sunday show. I'm always surrounded by so many legends. I can't even keep track of them today. We're going to go around the room, though. First with our normal style hosts. Let's start with our cerebral style, logical style host. Goes by the name of Steve of the Dead. How you feeling, my friend?
I'm feeling in a very puerile mood. That's it means immature. You know, it's not a word that's commonly used. People don't often see it. Puerile.
Puerile. That's the next for the soundboard there, Sam. Next, let's go to our artistic style, legendary style, DWO champion, currently Meerkat style host. Meerkat, how you feeling?
Hey, how did you know it was me, dude? You can't even see me. I'm a locked character today. You need to pay up for my video to be available. But I got behind me. I got Mr. Shamar Moore, the baby girls guy. He's lurking. He's stalking. I'm the only one holding him back from attacking everybody, all the baby girls. So yeah, welcome. It's another week of this, and we have guests today. So big ups to the guests. Big ups to Sam for keeping it down on the back end, and the rest of the dudes for interacting and chilling. Let's get into it.
Definitely. Let's get to our Wizard of Oz style host, dentist, the one and the only, Fantastic Mr. Sam. How you feeling?
Pretty good, yep. Burger.
Next, we have our special guest style guests. They go by the name of the Tractor Beam together, but separately they also have names, oddly enough. Let's first go to our female style guest. She goes by the name of Indrid. How are you feeling today, female style guest?
Very good. I'm excited. I like this show. It's fun.
Awesome. And your show is also good. Let me put the link in there. Oh, I already did.
I agree. I think it's pretty all right.
Yep. Tractor Beam is new to the scene, but they do, they kind of follow they usually do the pre-stream, restreams. Then you watch some kind of classic stuff as well. Go follow them. What's your normal streaming day, Indrid? You got to let the people know. I know you have a kind of a schedule. It's not locked down yet, but when's usually we can find you?
Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Okay.
Maybe like 30 minutes to an hour before he streams, and then we watch something good, and then go watch his pre-stream because the rest of it's boring. And actually yesterday was really boring too, so it's all boring.
There we go. Okay, let's get to our male style guest here. Goes by the name of Snood. He is also part of the Tractor Beam. Also does a few calls here from time to time. Snood, how you feeling?
I have embraced the villain within me.
The heel turn of the century.
When you look the way that I do, you're never going to have a life or never have a chance. And basically, the only thing that you could do is align yourself with, feminine male detractors.
There you go.
Punk ass bitches, basically.
Yeah.
Hey.
They have good banter. That's banter.
That's all you can do.
That's their
That's
banter.
all he could do. Yeah.
I'm doing very well. Thank you, everybody.
So we saw it in chat, of course, and we have to talk about it now. Before we get to the fun stuff, we have to get to that. Well, it's also fun, in a different style way. But let's get to our talk of the beef going on in the detractor sphere, which is always fun. Very serious niche we're in here on the internet, talking about DSP, and some people take that very seriously, Meerkat. So let's get this is how you don't play. That being said, official take on this nonsense. Go ahead.
Yeah, justify the beef with Chew.
The beef with Chew is obvious. Is the divorce line that's on the line? It's custody of ALT Insider.
Tearing the community.
It's tearing us apart. It's completely destroyed the show. It makes it so if the divorce line was gone, we would have been making 12-hour streams. But now we're limited. We're constrained. So yeah, with the Pastor Miller stuff, like a quick recap. He was making some hour-long videos complaining about bitch-ass detractors and punk-ass bitches. If you want to know what a punk-ass bitch is I quote, effeminate men not strong enough, such as myself. And me as a punk-ass bitch, I took this very seriously and very personally. And I am asking him to join me for a match, the DWO title on the line at Begamania, tables, ladders, wheelchairs, you got them all. I'm waiting for you, Pastor Miller. Stop talking shit over the internet. Face me in real life, and I will body slam you. And I will jump off the top rope. I'll do a couple flips, and then we can make out after that. Because I'm a feminine man.
There you go.
So yeah, my real take is that this shit is not that serious. So don't take it that seriously, and don't be making hour-long, rambly, whiny videos about stuff that you don't really care about. And doesn't really concern you and really doesn't bother you personally. So just don't, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, do 6-hour ones instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
about interesting stuff, like making fun of someone we like to make fun of. That's crazy stuff all the time. That's a better use of your time. Okay, trust me.
I do like the idea of randomly having detractor rivalries though, just arbitrary and I'd like to nominate Detractor Beam as our rival.
Oh, okay. No, it has to be genuine. It has to be full.
Any one of you want to step in the ring with Indrid?
I think me and King Jad have got a thing, but I don't know whether we're sort of heel and face or we're a tag team. I'm not sure where we are at the moment. So Yeah,
Well, I think like
whistling each other
Snood is
out.
the guy, like, you know, like the Godfather would come out with like hot girls behind him. Snood would like enter with like 3 dents behind him.
Yeah.
He's got Derek behind him. He's got Nathan Long is there.
I got Dan the Man backing me up. He's got my spit bucket.
Yeah. Like Snood rolls. Snood is, I call him the dean of dentology because he knows everything about that side of the DSP lore. So we're definitely got to get into that.
Lucky for me. Like he's like a weird dentopedia.
Dentologist.
Yeah.
We thought we had a good dentist on our team, but
I know.
we need to make a switch. Snood is much more in the annals of the dentistry.
I wouldn't say
so
I wouldn't say like I know so much about it as I am like morbidly fascinated by it, and that I think the real show is actually happening in DSP's chat, because there are some like, I don't know, like 15 to 20 literal gang stalkers who are all just people like pretending to like either literally pretending to be stupid or pretending to love DSP, and then like aggressively attacking people who are outside of this weird hive mind into either liking DSP or not. It's extremely bizarre. It's such a bizarre place.
Yes,
it's weird.
And
it's
he is
so weird.
You guys will open my eyes to that side of things. The chat didn't even exist to me for the longest time. But then for some reason I was like, let me check it out. But it's scary in there. It's an amazingly strange group of people that have found this place, this haven, this safe haven, this snort haven, you might say, to talk with each other and interact. It's crazy.
It's just a bunch of liars lying to each other.
Yeah.
That's what's so compelling to me about it. It's like a bunch of people who are, and it's either a bunch of liars lying or it's a bunch of people experiencing a collective delusion. And that is also like a strange thing to observe too, right? And people were like participating and exacerbating it. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, and then you throw all the LARPers in on top of all that, and you don't know who's who and whose sides. It's just it's great. And then there's people in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing about his chat is when the stream is really boring, that's a fun part is his chat.
Oh yeah, so that's all the time.
Dude. You're always kind of having to like keep your eye out for like maybe a well-known detractor popping in there on a sock account and just like trying to have normal conversations and being completely shut down by a bunch of people who don't recognize them, or is like actively stirring the pot, and people are like getting into it and doing it too, but adding DSP and like snitching on that person. It's so weird.
It's really weird. Yeah.
I'll say this: those LARPers, I have no idea what they're doing. I don't know what you get out of this, but there are some of them that are legitimately funny, and they really walk the line in a very funny way. And they'll kind of say lines that DSP has said, like you know exactly what they're talking about. Like I heard DSP pushing buttons. Something wasn't coming out yesterday.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Like just right on that line. It's like, come on, man, just don't do that. Make funny stuff that we can enjoy.
No Sleep Real Vibes is like that.
Yeah.
In a way, that's like a new sort of medium for people to be creative in. You've got this sort of restriction of tools that you have, in that you can talk, you can type and try to provoke a reaction from someone, but otherwise, you're just there, and he's embedded in it. He's emboldened by it, and he's also beholden to it because he depends so much on the chat to make his decisions. But he's also like completely in control and toxic and narcissistic, and he's doing the cult leader thing as well. So it's this weird, fragile tightrope he has to walk, and it's because of like people who are like going in there for shits and giggles. It's amazing.
And in my opinion, DSP is super aware of that. And that's why he spends so much time staring at the chat too, because you can see him, like you can really, really see the gears grinding in his fucking thick skull, trying to be like, is this guy being serious? Like, does this guy actually think I'm the #1 Street Fighter? That is a good compliment. I think I will take that. So No Sleep Real Vibe says, DSP, you're handsome and your popularity has the momentum of a runaway freight train. How do you do it? Well, for those of you who don't know, thank you for asking. Like, but there's that, and like, it's like, is he intentionally ignoring the stuff that is clearly like Nathan Wong, for example, is clearly at this point like no reasonable person that would think that the compliments that he gives Phil would be genuine.
Yeah,
because they're so over the top positive, right?
Yeah, he'll say stuff like, Phil has the best reflexes of any gamer, so the game definitely sucks.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. It's like, that's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So is he actively ignoring that, or is he actually too stupid to see that? Either one of those is funny, in my opinion. Yes, both.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into a little bit of history before we go over to the week that was and some other fun stuff we have planned for you. I want to hear, let's start with Injured here. What was your introduction into the Phil world?
I have a friend that I met a couple years ago who, I was getting to know them initially, and the question came up, what kind of music do you like? And initially they told me like, all kinds of stuff. And then, I went to go hang out with them once, and they were like, well, what do you think of this? And I'm like, what am I listening to? And they showed me down the rabbit hole, and I was like, oh my God. And then I hated it. And then I had like this morbid curiosity of, oh my God, what else has this person done? And so I just kept looking, and then I hated his voice for a little while longer. I still hate it, but I can listen to it because I know I can scream about it somewhere. So,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a good intro. And then what did you after that? I want to know your next step though, right? Because what do you go after that? Do you go to the clip channels? Do you go to something else? What do you do after that? Like when you figure out like, okay, this is kind of interesting.
I actually first found Meerkat, and so that turned it into like this funny weird thing, and I was like, okay, now I'm curious. And then you find Snort Hogan or Snort Burnell, sorry, Snort Burnell. Snort Hogan's good too, but yeah, and then I don't know, it keeps getting better from there. He says something more stupid and dumber than the week before, and it's just like, what did he do now? This is amazing. I don't know. And then you keep finding clip channels, and I wasn't there for a long time ago. So going back and watching Secret Limited's year-end review basically is really interesting now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, so same question to Snoot. I already asked you though, 2 weeks ago for the quiz, so keep it short, please. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I've been aware of Phil since like 2011, 2010, maybe. And primarily I watched him for the So You Don't Play Dark Souls MGS2. But primarily my ingress into Phil is, so to speak, has been DSP Tries It and Cooking with the King. I find that content to be the absolute funniest, most wet-brained stuff that I could watch ever. Like watching Phil smack his lips and talk about how things are bursting with fresh flavor will never not be funny to me. And I genuinely probably could watch how when they used to air Dragon Ball Z and they had to come out when they had to come out with new episodes, but the show would just run up to the end of that. I could just watch
filler.
Yeah, exactly. I could just watch that over and over and over the way that they had to air it on TV. So
it's true.
Yeah,
He's done it.
and since then I basically just I don't know, I've been watching his pre-streams and I can't watch his gameplay though because
no.
You can. We hope you can.
It's
Hope you can actually.
It's no good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and also obviously a lot of the calls we've been laughing at for the last few weeks have been sent in by Snoots. We're gonna cover some of those later in the show, get a little relive the magic, ask about the process and everything like that. But let's get into first. What do I want to go first? I'm gonna go with the day off saga. I think is a good starting point here for us to talk about.
Oh my God.
This week happened. Another day off, another disaster.
Fucking disaster.
This week.
Yeah, this week was, when you're going out to you got to do some errands, got some appointments. The thing that every human on earth does, right? Is order those breakfast DoorDash sandwiches to get your day started off right.
Fucking God.
No,
especially when you're tight on money. When you're tight on money, by the way, too. That's the best thing to do to save money. That's what I've heard. That's what I've learned. But the day before, order the sandwiches for the morning. It's a very good thing to do to save money. Extremely.
Where the fuck are you ordering sandwiches from?
I know.
DoorDash? Are you getting Subway from DoorDash? You have a car, dude. There is no like I don't have the Google map of his address pulled up right now, but I guarantee you
Jesus.
there is a subway or something.
No, it doesn't. Fuck the car. You have a loaf of bread in your house.
Thank you. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
he doesn't though. That's the thing. He doesn't.
He probably doesn't. He doesn't buy that. Oh, we'll just DoorDash it.
All the vegetables he's pre-cut for the week have gone bad, so he can't use any of those, dude. The milk has been
Magic bullets stopped working months ago.
God, dude. And then then the story gets better. Of course, that's already ridiculous enough. And of course, they didn't order it or something. He has to do his normal Karen complaining segment. Of course, and DoorDash is the worst. And now, totally, the fans are now. His fans, fans. The people in his chat, I should not call fans because most of them are not his fans. But the people in his chat started saying, like, all right, old man yells at cloud again. Like, just saying, like, dude, you did this last week. We need a new episode. But no, it's that's all I got this week, guys. So he bitches and complains.
It really is. It's like on Planet Namek in Dragon Ball Z when there's a fight and then there's an episode going, look at the fight that just happened. What's going to happen next? Find out on the next episode.
Phil is the recap episode. Phil is the recap episode of.
Yeah. There you go.
So then my favorite part of this is like, we're hungry, but there's nothing we can do. What else can we do?
I love the idea of preparing to be hungry in like 12 hours and being like, you know what? I'm not going to like get food now and like have it available for me in 12 hours. I'm going to order the worst food possible to be delivered to you, a cold sandwich, and have it just sit outside my house for 2 hours in the winter while I sleep and forget to pick it up. When he talked about having ordered food the night before and then sleeping through the notifications,
10 a.m. by the way, or 9 a.m.
Yeah, wake you right early hour, 10 a.m.
9 a.m.
I mean, that's unacceptable.
Too drunk to hear his phone? Not possible.
No.
I would think the DoorDash notification sound would be like the Pavlov's dog to him now, where he'd just be instantly running the front door as soon as he heard that.
It's all drooling. Yeah. Oh god, there it is.
True. Well, it never came though, I think is the issue.
Yeah, it never came. So they ended up canceling it. But he was like, what can we do at that point? There's nothing we can do. I guess we just gotta go. What else can we do?
Yep.
I bet that pantry is empty as shit. That's my guess. I bet there's nothing in that pantry except paper fucking plates.
Before the day off,
because the last time you would have.
What? Let me say real quick.
The empty freezer saga.
Go ahead, Sam.
I mean, the last time he would have been shopping would have been the previous week, and assuming he even bought any bread or anything basic like that, it's probably long gone. And of course, they can't go shopping in the evening times or. She can't go shopping.
Oh no, you crazy?
It's got to happen. Yeah. It's got to happen on that day for some reason.
She do it on her way home, or
I don't know. I'm wondering now. Is it with the ordering it the night before? Is it an extension of his like obsession with, scheduling everything? What do we think? You know what I mean? Like, is it to do with that?
That's supreme like bit. OCD, right? I mean, that feels like that's a really. Strange, right?
I really don't think so. I think it's more to do with just like, oh, delicious, honey. Now we don't have to think about what food we want tomorrow morning. It'll just be there for us. Off. Yeah, let's not think about it. It'll just be there for us when we wake up, honey.
Like someone can serve us for a change.
They do work change. They do work for a change.
Is he just like tricking himself into? Yeah, is he like just tricking himself into like, believing that he works hard and that they deserve this like this rarity that isn't a rarity? Like people don't, it's not that normal to have a meal out every week or have breakfast delivered every week. It's some people probably do that, but if you're supposedly on the fucking bread line, then this should be. Not even a consideration.
Right.
Let's think about the things he expects. He expects a meal out with his wife every week, for sure. DoorDash, how many times a week? We don't even know, but I'm sure it's more than one. It's no doubt.
Easy. Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
He's not honest with how often he gets DoorDash, but I guarantee you it's 5 to 10 times.
He'll get done like uploading his weirdly, out of order videos and be like, ugh, I worked really hard today. I'm hungry. Let's just order something. That's gotta be at least 3 times a week.
We deserve this.
I would love to see a WWE. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh, That's it. He's looking at the mirror saying, "You and I deserve this. We worked hard." Yeah.
I would
Looking
really
at
like
the
to see
data.
I would really like to see like a WWE Champions moment, but with DoorDash. So like you can see DoorDash is on his phone or something when he's playing with Jasper, and you get to see his order. Just three
so nice.
Subway subs, all the same one, and they're all for him.
Yeah.
I think like he's just making up. Like he just doesn't want to admit to everybody because he lies to everybody. So why shouldn't he lie to himself? That he just doesn't want to do anything and is a lazy piece of shit. So he orders food 15 times a week, and that's just his life.
And let's not forget, he can't have an easy day off, right? There has to be problems on his day off, so this is a kind of easy one to set up, right?
He doesn't get days off.
Oh,
It's not Christmas. It's not Christmas.
Christmas off. That's
Thank
the
you.
only day a year. Only.
God damn it. Then he got his haircut.
Like,
so, Mirka, what's your take on the haircut? Go ahead.
haircut.
Oh, the haircut.
I mean, for one, I think Super Blind Man did a great job this time. Like, he outdid himself.
We're not seeing eye to eye on this.
Oh no!
Yeah, he needed some guidance to make it properly like bent. The way that DSP's hairline is bent is just like one way to one side. It's a masterclass. It's a great haircut. You should try practicing on some dogs or sheep.
You should.
I love how I think it was you that said that, Mirka, the first time. Fuck my shit up, fam. That's
yeah, just fuck my shit up.
What do you want
And
today?
then he leans forward.
Fuck my shit up.
And you get all.
Yeah. Its hairline's like back here now.
I'm actually quite impressed at how bad it is. I don't think you could repeat that if you tried. Like it's clearly supposed to be a fade, but it starts off like grade one. Then it jumps to a bit longer, and then you get the bowl. So it's like 3 levels, and there's no.
It's a topographic map.
Haircut.
Topographic map. You can see the you can see the depth.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think he's only got like
line.
3? Do you think he's only got like 3 heads for his razor left?
Yeah, and they're all like it's not like
it.
it's not like 1, 2, 3. It's like 1, 12,
4, and
24.
7, yeah.
You know when he goes there, I bet they're like, "Hey, you want to wash first?" Because they see how greasy it is. They're like, "All right, please, can you wash first?" And Phil's like, "Nah, just go ahead."
Keep my natural Italian grease.
Yeah, far too busy for that. Far too busy.
Oh, I gotta ask you, Sam. What nationality is your hair? Because I just wanted to know, what is your nationality of your hair? Not your being, your hair.
That's a great question.
Because your hair is popping. Best hair on the show, maybe.
Do I just pick somewhere and pretend?
Wow.
Yeah. I think there's someone that should be considered.
Steve, you can answer too, of course. I just assumed yours was British style.
No, I'm actually part Italian style.
Oh,
hey.
you don't sound here too.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I've got like my great granddad's Italian, so
okay, Italian.
Cool.
Hitting us with the Phil genealogy. My great granddad is half Italian, so
seriously,
I know.
Seriously, when I first started and people were leaving comments going, "This guy looks a bit like Phil," I was like, "You don't know the fucking half of it."
They said that
I've got
about
a cat.
you? Oh my God.
I've been in a relationship with someone called Cat.
Oh, nice.
Got a bad back.
Damn, Lord knows deep.
Drink a lot.
Holy crap.
We got an expose next week.
I learned so much.
Steve's expose.
It really is.
So how
I
do you
take care
keep
of my
your
hair,
oil
though,
off?
that's the thing.
Yeah, how do you keep your oil off your
I wash.
hair?
I wash it.
Oh, that's the secret.
Yeah.
You never told me, so I didn't know what to do.
Not many people know about it, but it is possible to wash your hair once a
But
day.
how often though? Because I mean, I don't want to before every day. That's kind of crazy. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, every other day.
Ridiculous.
I can't leave the house without washing my hair. Sorry, it's not happening.
But
How do you style it unless you have natural greases to hold everything in place?
Yeah, you don't just drag your comb
conditioner.
back to the grease moat and just like.
Yeah, so like there's this stuff you can buy that you actually put in your hair that that negates the need for naturally occurring grease.
Whoa,
that's really expensive though. I don't have time to go to the store to buy that kind of stuff.
I got my DoorDash is coming in 5 minutes, guys. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Can't afford that shit.
If you haven't got DoorDash and picking up paper plates to worry about, then you can kind of fit that stuff in. But
True.
Thank you, Sam.
Great point.
I don't think it's really fair to be making fun of DSP for that because none of the showers in his house work.
Oh, good point.
How could he take a shower? He does the thing where like he just like wets like a paper towel in the sink and then like does it under his armpits, under maybe like.
No, he's sitting down. Remember, first picture him sitting down in his stool.
Good point.
Thank you.
But like he runs the brush with water and runs that through his hair, and then that's washing his hair, and he's done. Right.
I also had a thing so that I could sit in the shower.
Your back is a problem. We understand.
I used to think that he was putting something in his hair, or at least water, but the other day he said that it's just pure grease. He had this little segment about his Italian hair. And he was like, "Oh, whatever you see, guys, that's natural."
The grease helps fill in those empty spaces between the hairs too. And if you leave it long enough, it turns black. So that just kind of solidifies the whole thing.
Yeah, you gotta wait for it to ferment all the way.
Did you see that? It goes black. Did you see the picture that Poems Future put on Twitter of the plant pot?
No. You gotta see it. It's going.
Speaking of pictures of Phil on Twitter, did you see the one that who was it? I think it might have been Hey Army tweeted.
With what? Let me look it up.
After he stood up saying, "Jim, what Jim? I don't need to go to the gym." It was to show off.
Any possibility we could share that right now, Sammy boy?
It may have appeared on the screen at a few
I was
choice moments.
Wondering if
okay.
Yeah.
Put it up now for the comedy. Yes.
He had a similar moment.
So sorry, everybody.
Look at the stream.
Did you see that other moment where he... Oh no, please.
Yes.
Well done.
Leave it up. No, let me say something about Phil.
Sliding into frame. It's very funny.
Ew, that's really gross.
Dude,
I
this
see
is the crazy shit I messaged Sam with, by the way. I was like, Sam, you got a second? I got an idea. I sent him the PNG of the stomach. I got serious problems. All right, let's go.
Terrible.
I was gonna put it in the Discord, going, guys, is there any way you can put this up? But I thought ALT's on it.
I need help. Get me out of here. All right.
Yeah.
You know, the actual problem with him is that he wears shirts that are for like children or like teenagers, like that are at least one size smaller than what he should be wearing. So like his body kind of just like fills in the shirt all the way. So the parts that you don't want him to fill in the shirt, they do fill in the shirt, and it looks great.
People are wondering if they can see it. It definitely showed up, right, Sam?
Yeah.
Yes.
It appears and disappears.
Okay, yeah. You gotta be watching. You can't be it's not a laundry stream. Yeah.
Sorry
It's
to
not
our
a podcast. You can't listen. You gotta watch.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry to our audio listeners. We veered away into dangerous territory with actually calling this a podcast on a few occasions. So we need to remember
I
our
thought you meant because of the content.
Oh no,
We
that's
referred
fine.
into dangerous territory because of the picture.
We're long past worrying about that, I think.
Yeah, Kid Flim changed us forever.
Yep. I think that episode changed everyone.
Definitely.
To be fair, there was talk of a payday before Kid Flim appeared on
That's
the show.
true. That's
true.
It's not all his. You know, I don't want him feeling bad.
No, he's a legend. No doubt about that. I am thankful. I am thankful personally. But all right, I think that's it. We did anything else about that DoorDash day? The fun day off.
God.
Was magical. Phil is. If he talks about it next week, we got problem.
Appointments, and it was just the hair, and I just thought that was weird.
Oh no, that's because he's also going to his medical appointments. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, there's something going on.
There has to be something else, and the fact that he's hiding it shows that more.
That picture that's going on right now, the white one, I put it on Twitter with the 15-year difference.
Oh, yeah.
Something's not good. Something's not good.
Something's not. There was profile selfie he took.
Oh yeah, that was like more normal. But I'm talking about the one where it's like the light is shining in the face, his skin is white as white as the pure sun, and his these right here, which people are calling the snort satchels.
Yeah,
I'm on board
Snort
with that.
sex.
Oh, yeah, you posted that. That's
This one,
so
it
weird.
looks like a
Loving
skeleton that has been through a lot of medical treatments. I'm not, I know we're all doing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's a bad frame to kind of pause on, but yeah, it's still the lighting and everything isn't doing him a favor and stuff. But yeah, I do agree. He looks kind of gaunt, doesn't he? Almost like compared to
like he's definitely losing weight, but not like cool losing weight.
He looks sick.
Okay,
Yeah.
question.
Like
Given
not cool.
given like the increased resolution of these, do you think these make him look better or worse than his regular thumbnails? Because his regular thumbnails are just dire. He looks horrific in them. Whereas here, it's not as bad, but the fact that it's obviously a higher resolution makes it a bit more unnerving because it's a bit more realistic.
Are we talking about the photo now where it's just head on like that?
Oh, yeah,
one?
what was that for, by the way?
Mugshot?
I was going to
Where's
ask the
the
same
mugshot?
question.
The mugshot,
I
yeah.
was there when it happened. Since I was just doing something and I had it up and okay, so he goes to his PS Plus, it's not running. He's like, all right, we're not gonna find any matches on Xbox. Waits about 4 minutes and says, let's just do Q&A. But since it's not Street Fighter anymore, I have to change the thumbnail. And he's looking through some thumbnails and then it's like, oh, here, guys, I took this horrible picture of myself. Let's just post that one. And it's a mugshot, basically. It's just the worst. He said he took it for something. I don't know, but
I have a small Theo theory about it. It's not much of anything really, but I think he's either watched a video or somebody's told him that people, as you probably all know, I'm sure Steve knows, is people are attracted to faces, aren't they? Which is why every YouTube thumbnail looks the same, which is why there's always a big face. He knows all about that shit, and he's always belittled people that do it. But I think he now realizes that, and he's under some illusion that he thinks that if I put a big picture of my face on there, I'm going to get more clicks. But why that? Why just a...
Yeah, I guess, out of weird curiosity, I'd be like, this is so disgusting. I kind of want to see what it is.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's just that delusional. I think he's just blind to seeing what we all see. He sees a picture of him and thinks, oh, yeah, I look pretty good in that. But he doesn't see what we all see because he's blind to his imperfections. So,
Also,
I think you've got a point, Sam, because I'm thinking about when he did he started doing it around the closet clean out. He put on that horrendous "what's in the closet," and his face was like, "Oh, yeah." And that was,
that's an extra level as well, because the other ones where he's actually making a face, it's always like duck face, isn't it? And it's like, why are you doing that? Like, why is that your go-to? Like, you could be doing anything.
That's his hot look.
It
to
all reminds me of his Instagram and how amazing that profile is. Just
so
his
good.
Instagram is just something else, man.
It used to be more fun too. Now he kind of put the rap on it. It used to be like shopping trips. It used to be just random shit. I'm at Target. Look at this, guys. It's like, okay.
No fun allowed anymore.
No fun allowed at all anymore. Nope. And he would show like Halloween costumes. Like, no, this one's too expensive, guys. Still back then. We're talking like 2017,
His Instagram became basic in like a really, really stupid way where he would just take pictures of random frames of the TV show or wrestling thing that he was watching. And it would, or the one picture of the homemade pizza that he made, the actual worst looking pizza I think I've ever seen in my life. And he's like, when my wife's hungry, I make her food. Which weirdly came out around 2 days after the bank leaks happened. So I don't know what's up with that. But I was thinking about this yesterday about, is it possible that Phil just has some kind of brain problem where the things that he sees just don't look as bad as they do to a normal person? Because he was talking about how much better the new lighting setup is, and it is objectively worse. There is no metric by which you could say that his new setup is better than it was before. And is that laziness, or is he just literally he can't tell the difference between what is good and what is bad? Does he have no taste?
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah,
it's a bit of both.
Your question. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I think he's probably got 1,000 different ways he can smooth out the insecurities that he sees every time he takes pictures. So if he's looking at the color of his skin, he'll think, I don't look too bad for 40, People at 30 that look worse than me, so I'm all right, Or you look at their hair and think, well, it could be worse. It could be completely bald, He'll have whatever rationalizations he's got to sort of like soothe that, and that's why I think he's literally blind to what we all see, because everything that we see that we think, God, that looks horrific, that looks horrendous. Why are you doing that? He doesn't see it like that. He sees it as, well, that's me,
Yeah. One thing I think too is that he got big young and he was getting way too much money for what he was doing.
Yep.
Like I said before, that makes you think you're cool, man. I'm cool. I'm playing games. People love me. I got too much money that I can spend. I can buy whatever the fuck I want on this earth. I'm saying when it was hot, And then he still had friends, but so they were kind of keeping him in check a little bit. Then you lose all friends. And then you still have that feeling of I'm awesome, but you lose all your friends to say like, all right, dude, chill out. Then you're just like this being that takes this extreme set of circumstance to reach to where you think you're a badass. No one can tell you're not at all. And then you keep thinking it, I guess, just doesn't stop.
People
Never
are
stop
also,
winning.
They're also validating you by sending you weird emails and telling you how you saved their life and stuff like that. So obviously that makes you feel like you're a badass.
Yeah.
And you also have a bunch of LARPers also just pretending to say stuff like that. Exactly.
Yeah, telling you your stuff is meaningful and whatever else that it's not.
Basically just like dissing him to his face, but he's so like selfish and self-centered and stupid that he just thinks it is like actual genuine compliments, and it's literally ruining his life. The people, his fans and his trolls are ruining his life.
As we discovered last week, he will gladly, happily take detractor content and use it, knowing that it's detractor content. So it's not really a surprise that he's fine with those lappers telling him, "Oh, Phil, that was great. Your streams are meaningful and they've given my life meaning. And oh God, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Have my money," because they're telling him what he wants to hear. So he don't care either way. He still gets to hear what he needs to hear.
Exactly. Right. He probably doesn't even think twice about it. He doesn't even think twice about it. It's like, wow, it's a nice thing to say. Thank you. Wow, you guys are being so nice. You guys are being so nice to me today. Wow. He starts talking about how
he said that the other night, didn't he?
Snoot's DSP is a little twist on the piece of peace DSP. The kind of like that kind of it works. It definitely works. It works.
You can call it a stolen joke. That's fine.
No, it's not stolen. I said you put your own twist on it.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
It's like React.
Everyone has their own DSP
impression.
If we all come to the same DSP impression, there must be some quality that he has that makes him.
That's what I'm saying. It works. It works. That's what I'm saying. The key point is it works. It works. But but real quick, I think DSP's consumption of media is 99% detractor stuff at this point. Everything he says about what detractors say. There's nothing else.
But he doesn't care about detractors.
Oh yeah, he doesn't care. He knows every single thing we do, every single joke we say. He stops saying them. Let's see how many more times we hear helicopter, guys. This is a social experiment.
Oh, that's true.
This is a social experiment I'm running.
He did that though with the 1 Minute Man rant recently. He basically like transcribed the theories. He's like, oh, people think 1 Minute Man is fake. Some people are saying it's OIC. Some people are saying it's Planet Jeff. And some people are saying it's me. And it's like, oh, so like verbatim exactly what people are talking about and are saying, right?
Okay. That's weird, right? In the results for Helicopter, there are a number of spikes, but they all appear to be around like October or November.
Oh, that's the month he got fired. It's deep in his mind. Deep cut.
Oh, okay.
October 2013, count 46.
We got
2015, 49.
Positivity from Dennis Flonasal. Thank you for that. Hometown, Snort Haven, Connecticut.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's 1,786 results for Helicopter with the most recent being yesterday.
All right, social experiment. If I don't get any more this whole year, we know. We know.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep a running tally. Get on your board. Get aboard.
That's what I did.
It's fine,
Give me this one. Helicopter Company.
It's fine though because
nice.
Chew wrote the art.
Nice.
This is Chew's art, guys. It's a big
It's
part
nice.
of the screen here.
Oh, I can't see it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's too small. I'll show it on Twitter later, friend. Real quick, let's keep moving on the week that was. I want to talk about. I'm not going to chronological order. Fuck that shit. Let's talk about Jin is back on the menu, boys. Jin is back on the menu, boys. On stream.
I didn't find out about that until right before I came in here. Somebody had, or I can't remember. I went on Twitter or whatever, or somebody posted it to me in Discord, and it's
A
just like
fan sent it behind the scenes, right?
behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes in droves in my email. I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe I left before then.
It's okay. Let's talk about all the pieces behind this. First, Dutch Brothers dropped a big big donation of $100. Whoever knows Dutch Brothers is. Dutch Brothers, by the way, is a coffee company. Just letting that out there. Dutch Brothers is a coffee company. Some people put those two things together. You could choose
Washington.
In Washington, yes. A Washington-based coffee company. Could be iced, could be only. We don't know, but put your two theories together all you want.
Oh my
do
god!
What you got to do with that. So then Phil, I didn't hear. How did he get to the point of okay, I'm going to do gin for this? Did they ask for it, or what did they do? I didn't see. Was anyone watching this, Snood? You watching that?
I did not see this actually. Okay. I only saw the tweets afterwards about it.
Yeah,
it was like a super chat or something or just a random thing in like a Q&A where someone said, if somebody tips you $100, will you do a shot? And then he went into it, and also he said, why are you hinting at something so and so? Are you going to show up later, sort of thing?
Yeah.
Are you for real?
Oh my god!
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Do you remember who the super chatter was?
I don't know. It wasn't someone I recognized actually. It was just like a random name, like Ronnie. Yeah, I think that's right.
Was it Ronnie Blaze? Because
Ronnie Blaze,
Dutch brother, isn't it?
Ronnie Blaze is one of the.
Was it one of them?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
That was the tip, wasn't it? It was like $110 total, and it was the biggest tip was like $100.
Seuss. Very Seuss. Okay.
As heck.
If we want to get extremely like donkey brain tinfoil hat mode,
yes, go ahead, put it on.
What are the chances that Ronnie Blaze super chats that either by organizing with Phil ahead of time or not, or maybe Ronnie Blaze just super chats that, and Phil is just like, that would be a good opportunity to have a nice taste of gin on stream, and just be like, oh, and I just got a tip. I guess he wouldn't fake $100 tip, right?
No.
The idea that people are like super chatting $5 to then tip $100, so a 41-year-old man will have a sip of gin on stream, which he says that he doesn't do. It's preposterous. It's so fucking stupid that we are all here watching this and talking about this.
No. There's one thing that's even more stupid. Can I just please take a moment to explode, because I've been keeping a lid on this, and it is driving me absolutely mad. He keeps calling it whale tail gin, and it's great whale gin. And the worst fucking bit is he's got the bottle in front of his face.
Yep.
That's true. Actually, he had the label turned to his face.
Literally. Right there in front of his eyes, and he's got it wrong, and every time, and I can't. It drives me mad.
Yeah,
how are you that bad?
The picture,
yeah, because the guy who said it said whale tail, and he didn't correct him, and I was like, really? And like you say, he then grabs the bottle and inspects it, and then we had the whole thing about him. People started to question how little there was left in there, and he was it's the whole time that thing is staring at him. Don't know if he thinks it's a funny meme now. Or...
Yeah. His math of those shot amounts, by the way. Extremely interesting.
I don't know what the fuck he's
less
doing.
than half a bottle left. He's like, okay, one shot here, one shot here, one shot here. You got to be done in 3 drinks.
We have homework to do, Snood. I need to see this.
Yeah, and Sam put out the straight line across where the water is.
Oh,
it's
Steve.
like what? Not water, Steve. Yeah, it's like 25% left.
Like the level, given how much he tipped the bottle. And somebody, I think it might have been Rainbow Kokichi. I'm sorry if it's not. I can't remember. But somebody tweeted a picture of it during the Christmas marathon when it was really full, and he's holding it like at like this angle because it's still quite full, and then this time it's like that. There's quite a lot of that gone. That's 750 milliliters, so that's like 20 shots, more or less.
And he was kind of like justifying it because it had the big thing in the bottom that that they do where it makes it look like there's a lot more in there, and so that was his justification. He was like, no, there's actually not as much in there as you'd think, and it's like, yeah, okay, Phil.
Oh my god, there's still a lot.
Was that bottle being stored in the office? Like, did he just like pull it out of the closet, or did he have to leave the office to go
he
get
left the office to go and get it.
Oh, okay, he did leave to go get it. Okay. I wonder where he put it. Can't let it get, you can't stay in the office and get too bit dirty. You can't leave anything in there.
Yeah, exactly. It'll melt.
I don't think he was gone that
Sounds that he
long,
made.
so it might have been very easy to just nip to your bedroom and then.
I was going to say the nightstand.
Yeah.
Right on the nightstand.
That goddamn nightstand.
Anybody else find it weird how fucking orgasmic him smelling the bottles was
That's
for
what I was
him?
gonna say.
Dude,
That's
fucking
what I was gonna
jizz in his
say.
pants, dude.
Fully robust
Like-
in those pants.
I was gonna say, someone who claims he used to be an alcoholic, smelling it like that, it's just weird. I've never met anyone who smelled alcohol of any kind and made those sounds. It's
Like it can smell
disgusting.
good, but it's not like my aerated shorts don't get tighter, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
For Phil's got the botanicals rolling.
It was
I love them Sky Mall
orgasmic.
shots, don't
Those
you?
robust top notes, mid-tones and all that
The
shit.
symphony,
The herbs, the herbal,
Herbal,
whatever.
that's the one. Herbal, botanicals.
Herbal.
Thank you.
Botanicals, yeah.
Botanicals.
That.
Yes, some of
Thank
those
you.
like
Clap.
spice, gin, rum, so on that have a specific flavor. They do smell nice, but him is just like
Yeah.
it was like in
like,
cartoons when somebody smells something nice and you can see like the smell
Yeah.
being
Yeah,
like
yeah.
visualized and they just follow it with their nose. It was exactly
Yeah.
that thing.
And he just straight back. No, you know.
Oh no, those
You
taste
know,
buds are
none of
used to
that.
that, my friend.
Yeah. It
Quick
was just
swirl
gone.
and down. Gone.
Actually,
Herbal
that's how a mature adult who has conquered his alcoholism.
Actually,
reacts
I
to
can't-
being presented with
Thank you.
alcohol.
And now
Thank you.
casually drinks.
Yeah, once you
Yes,
conquer
alcohol, they do
alcoholism,
that.
you can drink
You can
it.
go
And you don't
back.
even,
You're
you
good.
don't even taste it. It's just the alcohol
Yeah.
doesn't even. You don't even taste it anymore. It's crazy. It's awesome. Also, depression. It works with depression too. You're always funny.
Yeah.
You're always laughing.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
great.
Somehow you're supposed to
That's a
believe
good
that
idea.
the guy who doesn't have enough willpower to go to the store when it's not the designated going to the store day to conquer an addiction. You're supposed to believe
Yeah.
this, by the way.
Right.
Multiple. Don't forget, he has already claimed to have been addicted to mobile gaming.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
And I found
Yep.
a couple of videos when I was doing research for me back one. I found a couple of him talking about why he wouldn't take painkillers, and he's like, "Because I've got a history of family addiction, and I know that I have it in me to be an addict, and I don't want to be addicted to painkillers." So it's like, yeah,
Wow.
But
you have that
alcohol's fine.
personality.
Yeah.
But then the best
Yeah.
thing is, oh no, spoilers. Sorry, no, we can't. That's like me.
Oh,
I'm gonna drop that one.
Did,
But,
did
yeah.
you hear his casino segment the other day?
yeah.
No.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
that?
we watched
Oh, I
I
heard that one,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
Stu. Say it.
Oh my god, he was just like, as you know, it's really, really stupid to keep playing if you win after gambling. If you gamble and you win, immediately stop. And here's why.
And then go buy something.
Yeah.
Go buy something.
One
Yeah.
time, me and my friend went to the casino and we were playing blackjack and we won. And we were like, dude, we won. So we just kept playing. And then by the end of the night, we had spent more than we had come to the casino with. So if you win when you gamble, instead of continuing to gamble, leave immediately and then go to the bar. This is verbatim.
That's what he said. Literally,
Go to
that's
the
the
bar or
gambling
have a
advice.
nice meal.
Yeah.
You know what I loved about that segment was that he was talking that he won a ton of money on blackjack, and I remember watching a piece of peace video about DSP playing blackjack in one of those
Yes.
judgment games, and he was so bad. He was so bad at fucking blackjack.
dude,
Piece of
he
peace
honestly
lost
does
his
he not
mind
know?
watching him.
He doesn't
You know
know
when
how
you're
to play, does he?
Yeah, when you're playing blackjack, there's a right way to play. There always is. It's not.
Yeah.
There's no thought involved. If you can hold the chart and say, what should I do? Right? They'll let you hold that fucking chart. But he said like
Yeah.
when he won money, he's like, oh shit, now I can start doubling down.
I'm about to bust. I got a bust. There's so many quotables in that one. You can go. look it up.
Yo!
Yeah.
Now I can double down. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
God
And
damn
then,
it.
like,
he was also safe
clapping
stomach.
and
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
clapping and God, it's so weird. So weird.
It's so true though. Like you rarely see him happier than when he's playing. Like you say on those judgment gambling sections. Like
Oh, yeah.
there's a complete change in his whole personality.
I think he does in Fallout as
Energy.
well. In New Vegas, when he gets to one of the casinos there and he can play blackjack there, I think he's
Right.
quite happy there for a bit.
It doesn't even have to be
Yeah.
like a gambling game of chance for him for it to capture his imagination. It can just be. It can literally be like a. Is it a Yakuza like that where you just go
Yeah.
to the gachapon machines and he like spent like probably 30 to 45 minutes just playing Gachapon in Yakuza, right?
It was Pac-Man, wasn't it? There was one in Pac-Man.
Yes.
Like Pac-Man World or something, and he was just as bad with that. Yeah. God.
He loves it, and it captures his imagination. He'll just sit there for hours doing it. I think
okay, Secret Limited put that in that video too, with the one about proving that he plays WWE champions. And she played a few clips. He or she played a few clips of gambling in games, and his whole posture is changing.
Yep.
All right, edge of the love seat, back pain, be damned. That's all gone.
Yep.
Edge of the seat, like, oh man, what are we gonna get here?
Yeah,
He's
I'm so
shaking,
glad that was included.
He's getting the, oh man,
yeah,
what's gonna happen? And then the color comes up, he gets so excited.
Is that true? Francisco has said in chat he doesn't know how aces work. Is that true?
Are they 11 or 1?
That's slander. He has ace certification.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Not topping that. Not topping that. We're done.
Is it 11 or 1, dude?
I think in that blackjack video, he gets the. I think that video he gets the rules for blackjack wrong too. He's like, I think the dealer has to stand on a 16. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna stand on 16.
God.
What last point of this? It's magical so far, but Phil did say these words. Like, it's not like there's some way you go to blackjack and always make money, right?
Oh my
if there was that, everyone would do it. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for putting that out.
You want to go to a casino where like they let you save scum? Like,
yes.
you want to go
I'm sure I've seen him recently talking about card counting.
Here?
Yeah, see, that was the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, card counting.
It's not allowed.
He said it's not allowed anymore. It's not allowed anymore.
It's not allowed anymore?
Anymore.
To love it.
When were they cool with it?
I used to love
I don't
that
remember
shit.
that.
Come on in, guys.
Yeah.
It's
Great.
just another one of the 1,000,000 examples we have of Phil not understanding how anything in the world works at all. And another one I want to talk about that I'm going to send Steve off the deep end. Do you know this, guys? This is really special. I want to tell you this kind of a cultural style revelation I want to share with you. I lived in Japan, and when I lived there, let me tell you, there's two things I saw all the time. People playing Splatoon all over the fucking place. Can't walk 3 steps without people just playing. You want to play Splatoon? That's it. Also,
did you see the top 3 Super Turbo players?
Yeah, I saw them. There was a big picture of Phil and all the billboards saying, like, we got to take this man down.
There you go.
Also, another thing, you can't go 1 sentence without people talking about fucking boobs all over the place, dude.
I knew it. I knew it.
That's all they talk about.
I knew it.
I say, hey, what's up?
Well,
They're like,
does it.
boobs. Well, dude, come on. Let's just talk normally here. Japan loves boobs. America, though, not so hot on it. But
Nope.
Japan, they're down. They're down.
Like how he's the expert. He is the expert on all these Japan matters. And
yeah, so Steve, I want to get your take on the booba here.
Right,
we
okay,
right here.
Right, what does the UK think of boobs? What
What does the UK think of boobs? Are you fans or not fans?
Nah, no.
Right. So let's
take it or leave it.
Like,
cool country.
Yeah, we speak on behalf of the entire UK.
Yes, please.
All right. Yeah.
Choose your words carefully, Steve.
Right. So let's not pretend that the West doesn't also have like a thing for sexualizing.
No, we don't.
People, especially in service of advertising. You know, we have adult magazines, but we also have fashion magazines. We have campaigns for adverts that feature people wearing next to nothing, posing with burgers or whatever. You know, there's a sort of like element of this as well here in the West. But for Phil, he's not seen it like that. He's just seen it as anime, specifically anime. It's like it must be the entirety of Japan. There's no other culture in Japan. It's just anime. So,
yeah,
as I'm sure you know, ALT.
Oh yeah,
there's nothing else. Just anime. It's all anime.
Yeah, just anime.
So,
is that all you ever watched when you lived in Japan?
And every single one has big boobs. It's not even a question. If you got to write a character, boobs are the first thing you draw.
Yeah, exactly.
Get that sizing correct.
But then the best bit is he then moves on to saying like, well, it's weird because they're all like that about sex, but violence, that's weird, right? Like, there is a difference, Phil, between the two in terms of You know.
Oh my God.
It's the fucking nature of the content, basically. But you know, we also do that. Again, we also like Japan has violent films. They have violent games. We have violent films and violent games. Japan has like sexy things, sexy women and sexy men in comics and things. So do we. Have you seen like superhero costumes and how revealing they are for women, and you know what's called Power Girl I'm thinking of specifically, but you know it's a thing we do as well. So it's like, you know, seeing sex is different and violence is different, and it's like, no, they're true in both countries and both sort of like societies, you know.
Yeah.
But real quick, guys, we gotta give a warning. If you're married, by the way, just turn off the stream for about 5 minutes. We'll be done with this topic. 5 minutes. Sorry about that. If you're married, I'm really sorry. Sorry, Sam.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, we got to stop this conversation. But if despite what he even said, the stupidity of that, listening to a person that leaves their house once a week, has never left the country,
not to socialize as well, not to socialize,
has no friends. Talk about other cultures. Just talking about other cultures is the funny part, despite the fact that he says the crazy shit all the time. You know, is there enemies with big boobs? Yes, absolutely. But it's not like it's a Japan only thing that obsessed with big boobs. Japan, this country of big boob lovers. That's all they do. That's all they're known for is big boob lovers. America, fuck that shit, man. We do not like that. Don't bring it here. Ooh, nasty. It's disgusting.
It's gross.
Violence.
I mean, exactly. It just shows you like how uninformed he actually is, because I would say that by and large the media in Japan is probably way more violent than, I mean, at least the ones that we get exposed to in North America, right? Like, how many animes have you seen that are just all gruesomely violent or whatever, right? Like, and in contrast, Americans produce the same amount of violent shit too. And I don't even know if it's true what he was talking about, where the Callisto Protocol.
Oh yeah, that is true.
That will be. Japan's got like a thing about beheading and getting. Resident
brand
Evil
new,
has it
just
as well.
New rule. Just new rule about this violence in video games. They're trying to make a stand on violence in video games. It's a brand new thing though. Just for around the last year.
Violence in video games is fun.
Yeah,
but it's just literally not allowed.
Again, that's the thing, right? Because he then moves on to, it's okay in moderation. It's okay to have both in moderation, you know, but I'm a variety streamer. I don't want to do like, you know, I don't want to do like rated mature 18 plus sexuality based games where, you know, there might be boobs everywhere and all that. It's like, you have played Mortal Kombat, you have played Doom, you have played Dead Space, you have played like all these violent games that are rated mature. So violence is okay, but sex is not. And that was like the whole point of the comment, and the people in chat needling him.
Oh yeah, so much bait being thrown. It was like they were just throwing the bait out, throwing it out, and they were like, one person was like, "Yeah, as a married person too, I just don't agree with this, Phil. How are you gonna deal with this? You know, just throwing that bait out there."
Dark Side Puritan is one of my least favorite Phil personas.
It's just so bizarre. It's so bizarre. Like where the fuck has this come from? This weird, like, prudish attitude to it all. Like, considering where he came from as well, what he used to be like, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's disgusting. He sounds like what is it, Mary Whitehouse or something, like from the 70s, you know, he's on some sort of crusade.
Tipper Gore for our American friends.
Thank you. Yeah. What about, can you have a Canadian example for that, please? I don't know who Tipper Gore is.
Hockey player, maybe?
I'm just joking. Yeah, it's a Ray Bork moment. And you know, at the risk of sounding extremely mean, it's Cat. It is 100%.
That's when the turn happened.
Yes.
Whoa.
True.
It's not her fault though. It is
not her fault.
No.
It is Phil thinking he's doing the right thing. Let's get that straight here. Don't talk shit about Chaos Realm. Not on my life.
What's it called?
He was something doing. Sorry, go on, Steve. Pardon me. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to remember his username. Was it Cosmic?
Chaos Realm.
ALT stanza. Chaos Realm. That's it.
Please.
But in my opinion, it's like Phil presented himself to her when they were like in these DMs. Like he was just like, I'm a gameplay streamer. I'm very respectful, and I don't like big boobs or sex or anything like that. I just want to give like a safe.
I like whatever you've got.
Yeah, I just want a nice wife who cooks and cleans for me so I can do my job. Like, and I think that he's trying to like maintain that persona, and like, but weirdly, like, she doesn't watch his streams, so what would she even know? It's like he acts like she's standing over his shoulders the entire time. Like his personality has entirely changed since he started being with her versus when he was.
Yeah, even his voice. Like my mom was a little bit curious about it, and so I showed her an older clip and then like a newer one. She's like, he sounds like a completely different person. I was like, I know, it's weird.
Yeah, he's changed. He's changed.
Yeah.
And now he's matured.
Oh, he's changed.
And
Right.
he's realized that he used to be known for sexualized humor, and now he's known for exactly the opposite, for non-sexualized humor.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now everything sexual is just off the table. We
Now
don't
it's
have sex
racialized
here.
humor.
Yes.
Racial though,
Changed
yeah,
his
he's fine. with it.
voice
Or
and
scandalized
his
humor.
humor. But I guess that means he's changed. So
Now
don't
he just says shit jokes instead of insert what used to be insert racist
There you go.
joke. Now it's just shit jokes. So
Yeah, that's
it's
not
way better.
that's not offensive. That's just fun.
It's way funnier.
that's just poop.
It's way better, guys. You don't train. I guess one
There
more
was a
thing.
comment. We did
Go
get
ahead,
a a message a while ago saying that they think that Phil's over enunciating his T's because Kat's calling him out on it. Do you remember when he was like, what's
Oh, yeah.
butter, Phil? It's butter. Probably that. That might have something to do with it.
Twitter.
Why you think? Because Kat called him out on it. Why? Why would she do that?
Because she get annoyed with him going like, can you pass the butter?
Well, first of all, they
It's
don't eat together.
butter.
There's zero chance of that. So let's
Yeah.
let's
Kat,
talk about the
have you seen
interaction.
this thing on Twitter?
Yeah, the trolls are giving
Phil.
me doing a concerted effort on Twitter to get it done.
On Twitter.
Kat just
Oh my
flips the
God,
paper plate.
I saw
That's
that
it. The paper plate folds. It doesn't flip. It just folds the paper plate.
Flinging the red plastic cup in the wall.
Paper plate also half eaten because she couldn't just restrain herself.
We just bought those paper plates yesterday. Those are high-priced commodities. Stop wasting them.
We were gonna reuse those. Fucking idiot. Stop eating the plates.
Go wash those.
Jasper.
Yeah.
Jasper, turn away. Turn away. We're not fighting. Get out of here. I don't want
You
you
don't
to
want
see
to see
this.
Mummy and Daddy arguing again.
I don't want you to see this, Jasper.
Discussion. That poor cat. Oh my God.
I'm sorry I hit you, Kat. It's because you ate the paper plates. You shouldn't be doing that. I'm sorry. I just had to. Or else it's gonna bottle up and someday I'll just kill you.
Yeah, you have to let these figures out.
Oh shit!
Hell yeah.
Scared me.
Oh my God.
Cut the
music.
music.
Now you
Cut
can't
the
go
mic.
off against him.
My God, Meerkat's back! Meerkat's back! My God!
That actually worked quite well.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's
Are we
still
gonna let
going,
this
Sam.
whole
You
thing
know
play
that.
out? All
Sam
right,
can't hear us
music,
again, I
cut the
think.
music.
Someone got that man a microphone. My God.
Sam, can you hear us?
Of course I can.
This is what we call an accidental Hogan.
Okay.
An accidental pull.
You think you have a different app up, but you accidentally make a pull.
I mean, it's good.
Oh God.
Can you? Oh, I've just realised what's going on. Hang on.
Yes, now you got it.
Can they hear this? Because otherwise,
No.
I hope they can.
No, it's
They
fine.
can't
Did you
hear
guys
it?
hear the Hogan song? It's blasting in our ears
I
right
can
now.
hear it.
They heard it for
Good
like a
chat.
few seconds.
Yeah, chat. We were kind of silent there for a second. I was letting the song play out.
No. They have no idea what's going on. They heard
Oh,
it for
great.
like a
So they're just
second.
going to be like, Steve, you look like a
Oh.
knob doing a random
It's
JR
so loud.
impression.
It's so loud. Sam, help us.
I'm
Which is
gonna
the lifestyle
remove
host.
that fucking thing from the stream deck. That's
Good music,
that's the
please.
lesson.
So
know
you
how
guys
many
heard we're
samples
hanging a
of burger
banging.
that could be.
We heard the whole thing.
Yeah, you
We're
did.
still
Yeah,
hearing
it's
it now.
still going.
Yeah.
This is the interlude of the stream right now. Just chill out, take a break, take a
The
stretch, get
host's
hydrated.
only interlude. We're just taking a
Okay.
break
We've been
while we listen to
hanging
that
and
song.
banging, brother.
Okay,
I
we're
like that
back.
song though.
Everyone's asking to hear what?
Let's-
Incredible.
It was the Meerkat intro song.
Mm,
Yeah,
That
I
being
feel like
inside
I'm
it.
supposed
Maybe just
to
the,
cut a promo now, but I'm not prepared. So I'll just
it's
say,
fine.
No.
Pastor Miller, I'll see you at Begamania. Tables, ladders, wheelchairs, title on the line. I'm gonna body slam you, do a leg drop on your ass. Since you hate all the effeminate men like me, I stand up for all the effeminate men. I'll see you at Begamania.
Yeah.
Okay, has it
Well, you're
finished
taking
now?
Chew on at Begamania, though. So why
Oh,
don't
yeah,
you
I'll
have
have
several
at the
matches.
Grumble?
That's a double card. Double
Double
hit
grumble.
there. Yes, it is finished,
Busy
Sam. The
night.
song is
Good.
finished.
Good. That's
Yeah,
good.
it's been
Right.
done.
Good,
I
I'm
can
glad.
hear now.
Sam is a known troll.
I am. Yeah, this is.
See, you all blame ALT, but
Yes, my hands are not
Yeah.
involved in this move here. But anyways,
Yeah, I'm on a mission
Anyways,
to
let's
derail
get to
constantly.
let's get to our next feature, our next segment. Well, it's our first segment, kind of. But our first segment is going to be let's go down memory lane for some of Snood's best calls to our call-in show we have called the Group Think. And Snood has dropped some bangers here, and I'm going to go through some of them and get some inside takes on how you made this happen, what the idea was, that kind of nonsense. That sound okay with you, Snood?
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Okay,
Sounds good to me.
He's like, I guess it
Sound good?
I guess. I don't know.
By the way, I kind of have to bounce, so I'm gonna leave you guys.
Okay.
And go prepare for my match. I have to do a lot of training, weightlifting, leg dropping.
Good luck.
Yeah, preparing my effeminate man body for the
Oh, we
clash.
should say-
so that's why your theme music just played then. Then you're supposed to leave the ring.
Yeah, I cut my promo. I'm done. I'm finished.
Yeah. Oh, before Meerkat leaves, Meerkat, you'll be here tomorrow, though, right? Group
Yeah,
Think
sure.
bonus show tomorrow, guys. 4:30 Eastern. Meerkat will be here. We'll all be cool. Bonus, the Group Think. Thanks, Meerkat, for your time.
Banging
We'll
and
see you on the
banging.
next one.
Big ups.
Banging and banging.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we lost a member. We're gonna keep going on, hardcore as ever. Let's get into what created this DWO nonsense. Was Snood actually? I believe.
Yeah.
Is that safe to say that, right? You're the first one to say
Yeah.
DWO, right?
He did.
I
Yeah.
think so. I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
I don't. If
now
not,
we
I
have
stole
some-
it from someone and I don't remember. But
You have some
that
impersonators
counts.
now. We get DWO calls now all the time that aren't from you now,
Yeah.
but that's awesome. You've created this new thing. So
Yeah,
let's play
I
the
like
first.
that it's like a collaborative effort amongst
Yes.
the group. Yeah.
It makes perfect sense though. It just works. But all right, let's play the DWO call, Sam, if you don't mind.
So it's just the one called DWO, okay?
Yes,
Is that
yes.
that one? Yeah. Right, cool. So I
I
make sure.
chose 3 of my favorites. Yes.
Cool. Right, here we go. Oh fuck.
Here we go.
No.
You're thinking of banging, brother.
Sam the troll.
Francisco's had a great idea in chat that Chu should fill in the slot.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, she's
yeah.
not even in the office. I can't ask.
That'd be
her.
great. Dang it.
So we're out to record a new show though. Me and Chu. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh,
There we go. No.
Hello, that being said, podcast. I'm just calling in to pass along a message from the newest member of the Derek World Order. And I don't think you're gonna like what he has to say.
Hello, that being said podcast. My name is Derek, and I am the #1 Darkside Phil fan living here in Lagos, Nigeria. I first reached out to Phil to offer him a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to help me and my father, the rightful crown prince of Nigeria. Needless to say, by the end of our discussion, I had donated over 1 million naira to him and pledged my undying support forevermore. I have one question of you. Why do you care where Phil spends his money? As a positive and honest person myself, I am very happy to see so many positive and generous people in Phil's chat, and I beg anyone listening to this, please respond to my emails and text messages. I require your help. My father, the Crown Prince of Nigeria, needs your bank account number, and please make sure to send it soon. Thank you.
I think that's my favorite one. Actually.
Is it? Okay.
I love
okay.
that one. I love it.
I really like that one too,
good.
actually.
So
Yeah.
what was tell us about your work, your process here of coming up with this call.
I mean, I was just like, I'd already done like the regular Derek and then the UK
Yes.
Derek thing, and I was like, I don't want the idea just to be me like doing racist voices all day. So I thought I'd get an AI to do a racist voice instead.
Okay.
Except it's not actually racist if they just sound like that. Right?
Yes, exactly.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
If you're sharing
Right.
facts,
I think
you can do
you
whatever
actually
want.
had that. We had that discussion before you sent it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Basically, I just thought it would be funny. Like, what if there was like like a Nigerian scammer, and he probably would be a DSP fan too, right? And he'd probably get scammed by DSP at some point. But yeah, I just like with that one, I just found like an AI text to speech thing, and then instead of doing my day job, I was just like all morning, I was just like workshopping and like thinking like, okay, like rewriting this like paragraph of text, and I sent it, and then the wolf pack and the end, like that's actually like the NWO theme. I think I've never watched wrestling, so I don't know. but I just put that at the beginning because I think on like one of my first calls, and I think ALT pointed this out to me, that someone was just like, you should put in the NWO theme whenever Snood calls, and I just stole that. I just stole that idea whole cloth.
Yeah. Because I kind of show it's you. I thought it'd be cool if like people did like intro, like this is my call, bitches. You know, it's kinda cool.
And it's, what's funny is like that we're just the show is like actually unironically gotten to that point for other people who are just having like literally have intro music and stuff. So I find that extremely funny.
So I guess I could take from that Injured. You get to hear Snood's ideas first, and he kind of workshops with you or says like, "What do you think of this?"
Yeah.
Injured is a crucial part of the process because without her, I would not submit anything because
I'm like, this is great. This is hilarious. You have to. And he's like,
I would rather die. Like, I'm actually so afraid of embarrassing myself and actually just also extremely insecure about everything in general. So Indrid is an extremely positive force and basically is the reason that any of those calls made it to the air. So thank you very much for that.
Awesome.
It's funny stuff. And it needs to be heard.
All right, next one. My personal favorite. I appreciate a good storyline. Right, I love the storylines. Here's a good way to impress ALT is the more you have to, the least people that will get it. That probably means I'm gonna love it because you have to know like 18,000 layers of lore to get it, and that's my wheelhouse. It's like, all right, that's made for me. I feel like it's
the well-hidden Easter eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Like 1% of people think it's funny.
I get that.
So that's what I like. Future Derek is a great one for me. Play Future Derek, please. This is a call from Future Derek.
I love Future Derek. Oh my god,
this is brilliant.
Yeah.
Hello, That Being Said podcast. My name is Derek, and I am calling from the year 2077. Bill is still streaming, but he is no longer the immature jerk that he once was way back in 2045. He has changed for the better, and his content has only improved. The reason for my call is that in this timeline, at this time, is when the Kagome and Derek civil war broke out. The fighting has made DSP's chat unbearable, and the future has become a grim war zone, where corpses of war machines lie en masse, transforming the formerly green plains into hills of sterile metal. I beg you for your help. Please go into the chat and help Kagome see that I am actually really cool and not annoying.
Really cool.
A question for the panel. What is your favorite pizza topping? Mine is pineapple. Pepperoni is too spicy. Thank you very much.
So my question is the Gween. That was totally a choice made so you could say that, right? The Gween is just too funny.
I really do try to work as many like R and L sounds into that speech as I can. I like this one a lot too, but the thing I really hate about it is that you can't hear like I overlaid a bunch of like sci-fi battle sounds in the background, so it's supposed to be like a Terminator 2 kind of thing, but like that didn't come through. So I like
sadly.
That was awesome.
I love the Kagome and Derek Civil War because it paints a picture in your head. Like you know how that chat descended into chaos.
And I think we have avoided that grimdark future too because I don't see Kagome talking about that anymore in the chat.
Right.
You know? Like so something has happened. The timeline has changed.
Oh.
And
Was it your call?
Maybe it was. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
But then where did the Future Derek call come from? I don't even remember making it. That's weird.
Dude, I love the storyline. I love the wildness that we're all in. Right, we're all following this crazy, stupid person. But like, how far we can take this comedy is so awesome to me. That's
awesome.
Man, it's so awesome.
Like one thing that I love about it so much is that when we do our streams every week, everybody in chat is making me laugh. Like I'm just it's always hilarious. Anything that anybody comes up with is it's always genius to me.
It's like we all are in this for laughs and everyone's taking part in making sure there's a lot of laughs, like we're all in this to make sure to laugh. And chat's job, you guys make us laugh in chat, you guys it's so fun, man.
I'm
so fun.
looking at it, it's very funny.
I talked about this with Dayglow Hour, but like the really great thing about like DSP stuff is that you can just do something stupid, and if it's like about making fun of DSP, like you can do something creative, and if it's even if it turns out stupid and like it doesn't really work, it's funny in a way that like actually it being so bad is kind of the joke in and of itself too. And it's just like it just gives people a good way to like do, like I'd literally never ever edited a video or audio before I started making these calls into, and it's like it's fun to like have a reason to learn to do something like that. And if that reason is making fun of calling some guy in Renton, Washington a gouty pig roach, then I'm all for that. I love it.
That's what I can say. I can say this. I was making something for the show. It's gonna be tomorrow. I'll say right now. I made something for the show tomorrow. Ooh. And I was thinking like, I kind of got sad thinking like one day this is gonna be gone. And I felt sad for a second. I was like, man, one day Phil is gonna be gone. And then what? You know, are we gonna lose this fun magic? I hope not. But it's the twin.
No.
You know? I know. We got the syndication.
Years. Years of stuff. But yeah, one of you have gone one day.
And you can take some solace in the fact that Phil will probably be gone sometime around the heat death of the universe.
True.
So, I think we have time to spare.
True. All right, let's play one more. A classic one that was a good one. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
I don't want to talk it up too much.
I love this bit.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Phil Burnell here, also known as Darkside Phil on the internet, and I'm going to try to make this as concise as possible, although I have a story to tell today.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Hello, Phil. It's Derek calling. Listen, I'm a little upset with you after the last stream. I don't know if you're aware, but there was a lot of people making fun of me in the stream. They were making super chats that were very upsetting for me. The name of one of the people was someone who I know in real life, and that is unacceptable. Listen, you and I have a very special bond together. My parents give you money, and you babysit me between the hours of 2:15 and 6:15 every single day. That is the deal we made, and that is the deal you will stick to.
I love that one so much. Obviously, the voice message or the outgoing voicemail message, but then just Derek keeps talking after he can't leave a message.
That subtlety is magic, man. That's good.
It's beautiful.
It doesn't make sense if you think about it. Like the box is full. He's still talking away.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Phil.
But that opening, Phil Burnell here, and I have a story to tell, but I'm going to be as concise as that opening bit gets me every time. It is perfectly executed.
Yeah, so here's the question. What came first?
Right down to the point where it cuts off and carries it. Perfect. It's just amazing.
What part came first? The message part, and then you had to figure out a message to send, or did you have the message idea first?
I knew I was just gonna write leave a message for him. That first part actually was like semi-accidental. Really, I was like again, I've never edited anything before, so I'm still like dragging stuff from either end to get like the audio in and out. And like I learned about something. I learned about is like how weird like jokes and like comedy are, where like the audio cutting off like a tenth of a second before the end of him saying that last word is somehow funnier than like the next being it. It's insane how the timing like that works. But basically like I recorded the message first, and then I put all that in ahead of time, and then I listened to it first, and I had the same reaction that you guys had, where I just died laughing completely accidentally. I am not funny or smart or interesting, and that was like just it was so perfect, and I couldn't believe how funny that it came out. And
it's just like one of those things though, isn't it, where it's like sometimes the censorship beep is funnier than the actual swear word, just because the timing is so spot on that it works. Seriously, that little beat before finishing.
Have you seen the show Arrested Development?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, really?
Oh,
a terrific show. There's a lot of moments like that where like the censoring is actually the joke, and it is very, very funny.
It's very good.
but yeah, that's probably my favorite message too. That's actually the one that I probably spent the most time on too. Again, not doing my regular job.
I know. I know that.
The good benefits of working from home, folks.
Yeah. Yes. Just stay up late. You always got time to sleep later, is what I keep saying. But...
Also, I really like the idea. Sorry, briefly, I really like the idea of Derek like phoning him up and threatening him. Like, we had a deal, Phil. You were stick with that deal.
Another little accident there was that, like, I actually had recorded a bunch of Derek getting really pissed off at Phil and swearing at him a bunch too. But somehow, I don't know, like I got to the end of it and I realized I must have edited it out at some point. I genuinely don't even know what happened to it, but I think I don't know. Save that for another day. I do like the idea of like some gang boss Derek pulling the strings behind the scene, coordinating Phil's t-shirts with the game he's playing, like and all doing it for his own amusement.
Yeah, so that's like 10 videos we could make there if we had time, you know, like Derek calling them before the show, like, all right, we're playing the 80s style game, so we need wins, you know, that kind of thing. So good. Better play the wins.
DSP's playing Dragon Ball, so I need to look up facts about Akira Toriyama before the stream.
Yeah. I'll be sharing 4 facts today. You better get them all.
Or I'm going to keep copy pasting them.
Yeah.
Off topic, like Slayer was literally doing that.
Slayer what?
Slayer was literally doing that, and Phil kept being like, "Yes, Slayer, I'm going to read your email about One Piece when I have time tomorrow."
Oh, God.
Slayer asked him like 5 times, like, "Did you read my One Piece email?"
Come on, dude, read it. Come on. God. Yeah, that voice.
There's no microcosm of chance that Phil doesn't understand his audience is made up of lots of people like this, right? Like,
I don't know.
Normal human does not send emails to someone, watch this video about, you know, here's some lore about the video I'm going to send you. And just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what age does that stop for a normal human? When I was like 14, maybe.
Yeah. No, Phil's convinced his audience is made up of 20 to 30 to maybe even 40-year-olds.
Yeah, that's true. He did say that. But he was around normal people in a normal friendship at one point. So I'm just trying to think, like, what what delusion is this? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the night chat, of course, you guys watch the chat more than me, Snoot Ninja, you both do.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I mean, it's not adult humans. It's just like it's a circus of people that are found each other somehow, that are trying to either be in this cool club, but some of them are not in the club, but they want to pretend to be in the club, and other people want to get in the club, and they don't want other people to get in the club. It's like really, it's weird social thing happening. It's all happening in DSP's chat. It's a magical thing, and he wants more people to find his chat. You know, you don't. He is so. He is so lucky. He never did the interview. He is lucky he didn't do the interview.
Oh, but he could if he wanted.
24 hours. He could have
24 hours.
He
could have that interview done.
Do you guys know about the stuff with Destiny?
I figured that out this morning. From
Destiny,
our
so
Discord.
say, hey, do you want to chat, Phil? Is that what it is?
Yeah, apparently Destiny had offered to an interview to Phil, but Phil told him that he wouldn't do it because he doesn't like Destiny's style of interviewing,
he plays video games while interviewing.
Yeah, and that's not good enough for Phil. He needs your rapt focus,
full
and someone told Phil like this. You know, he has ADHD, and I mean, I've got that as well. So normally I'm doing something on the side, and it's not a big deal. Like, it's kind of a cool interview style if you think about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I would watch that.
Jump on a server with him and play like some 1v1.
Yeah.
Oh God,
and talk.
He's juggling too many games.
Yeah, it's not masterpiece theater, right? Like we don't need. It's not that deep. But then again, Destiny was also talking about like literally like flying Phil out to a studio. This is what he said. He was
I didn't know that.
He was like, we would get him to fly him out, and then he would sit between us, and then we'd contact all these wrestlers to do cameos and have them all ask Phil all the interview questions. And I was like, well,
shit, that'd be awesome. See, that's a good fucking idea.
It's a great idea.
That's a really good idea.
You clearly don't know anything about Darkside Phil if you think that there's a snowflake's chance in fuck that he would do that. Like, leave the house? Are you kidding me?
That's the first thing that's out.
I'm not going to leave Kat at home by herself. I'm going to come back to a pile of rubble.
He's gonna drive her to work when it rains. trained. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. I like the idea that like Phil is like holding his house together like like plugging holes in a sinking ship. His cat is just like
With
a
paper
bull
towels.
Yeah, exactly. Cat is just like a bull in a china shop, just like making holes in the walls and kicking the dishwasher and like clogging up the sink. Phil is just maybe he is genuinely overworked because he's at home like desperately trying to patch up everything in his home and keep everything so. That's what it means to run a household. Literally keep it from falling down because your wife is gnawing on the support beams.
That's why they use paper plates because she broke them all.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, Meerkat said before she's eating
that
them.
one plate. Yeah, exactly. She's eating them. That one plate that we saw that one time when he was making tacos or something, it's gone. It's long gone.
No, that's his Thanksgiving China now.
No, that's
the fancy China.
Cat, I told you not to eat that. I'm gonna spray you. I don't want to.
I love you. Stop. This is for your own benefit.
Come on, honey. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Squirt, 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 squirt.
Negative reinforcement.
Honey,
guys.
get away from them lights. Get away from them lights. You'll knock them off. I've just struck them down. Come on.
All right, you're out of here.
Just shuts the door.
Why are we toxic?
Put you
Sorry,
in your
Chaos
box
Realm.
now.
This
Take
is
you
Snood's fault.
upstairs.
It's not me. Sorry, Chaos Realm. That was all Snood's idea. Still love you. All right, let's talk about next topic. We went through the calls. I want to talk about this amazing thing. I'm just going to read it for you here. Something I got shared here. It's a little silly. Wednesday, guys, is my day off from streaming this week. Okay? Wednesday is my day off from streaming this week.
Oh, God.
Next paragraph. If you want to see Phil do a first ever sports related event, either become a channel member or give some memberships to DSP Gaming. If the monthly goal of 600 is hit, he will do a Super Bowl Saturday Marathon Bash event. See the latest podcast for details. So, do we think that's Phil writing or Daspo intern? Which one?
Can you not like?
Oh my God.
Stay in the same perspective for 2 sentences.
That's weird.
No, Phil loves talking about himself in the third person. Like, why not show a little compassion for the streamer? Why not show a little bit of like love for Phil, support Phil? People are all like, "Oh, Phil's a loser.
Yeah.
Phil's bad. Phil's a beggar." He loves talking about himself by using his name. So I
like
think
the idea.
Oh God.
I like the idea that this is his like way of subtly slipping it in there by changing the from first to third person, like in the same paragraph.
Person.
Also, I think he's way too paranoid to ever let anyone do anything for him like that, especially his Twitter. So you were saying that's intern. Yeah, that I think he's way too paranoid to ever do anything like that.
That's
You think
100%
so?
Phil. Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
100%
It's
Phil.
not Daspo Cuck?
No,
It could be.
There's
I
many
could
names.
be wrong, of course.
I have many names for this man.
I think it's more likely that Phil's trying to like establish sort of like a psychological distance between Darkside Phil and Phil Burnell, and so it's
his character.
True.
If you'd like to see
He's got
Darkside
like two parts.
yeah, that's
He's
not
got-
me. That is not me. Just to be clear.
Darkside Phil is who he was. DSP is who he is now, and there are two
Oh.
people living in his head.
And there's also Phil
Yeah,
Burnell.
Tevin
who
and
is
Evil
the
Agent.
husband-
Yeah.
the husband
Yeah, there you
of-
go. Yeah,
yeah.
Right.
That would explain it.
Don't forget, it's DSP Space Gaming.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Just don't fuck this shit up, man. Space.
Not
Well, no,
DSP
that's-
underscore gaming. DSP.
That's a different character. There's a few.
Yeah, that's
We love him for all the characters, though.
Oh
that's
my
for
God,
sure.
he just has like he's got that personality disorder. He's got like 7 of them in his
Yeah.
head.
And they're all awful.
I can't wait till he says like,
awful.
well, Darkside Phil, I heard that guy's been making some real improvements with his life. Can't wait to see that stream later today.
I know
That is
the
it.
kind
be
the
great.
kind of people we're talking about here, but wouldn't you think if someone else was making that shit for him, the Twitter schedule, wouldn't they put some effort into it? Like
Okay,
other
wait,
than
Sam,
the white
please
Word
put the-
document.
That's how you know it's Phil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
There you go.
Minimal.
Sam,
Yeah.
I sent you an image. Please put that on the stream. I want you to share that real quick if you could.
Oh,
is it
Wizard of
text
Oz
again?
style. Wizard of Oz style. We need you here because I want to talk about this
Okay.
stuff. This adds something. This adds some weight to my argument, my friends. Because Phil does not have the capabilities to make this happen. He cannot do this.
He's been talking about that a lot lately. I'm not capable of editing a video.
Yes, he's not capable of doing this.
Oh god, yeah, that got brought up, didn't it? All right, here
Yeah.
we go.
And again, go on.
Gaming the system. Stop gaming the system, guys.
This thing.
Yeah, I can't believe that he's talking about like editing is gaming the system. It's ridiculous.
But Phil cannot make that himself. If you're showing it, right, Sammy? It's up there.
Not yet.
Oh, is that where this is? Right, I figured this was something like Detractor made. Right.
No. That is on his Twitter picture. I did say Twitter like that on purpose.
Is it?
Big up Steve. Big up Steve.
Wow.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Stream because I'm not.
Whoa!
Look at it.
There we go. Duck face again. There it is.
Yes. And
Same
he
fucking
can't make
duck
that.
face.
He does not have the capability of that, guys.
No, there's no way he'd be able to do that.
No. So who's making that? It has to be Daspo intern.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I saw this tweet. I saw this tweet earlier too. Yeah. This is like literally like the first result you get from Google image searching like Friday Night Football or something like that. Like,
that.
Yeah, genuinely, it's like one of the first results that you get. So Daspo shit is like doing some pretty simple like Photoshop work here.
It's like his pop-ups, isn't it? It's just the face replacement thing, isn't it? It's like his.
Yeah, just totally random. Not any thought put into it. Not any memes. You know how we kind of like to have memes go around the show? Payday Bar, for example. Phil has none of those because you can't interact with him. You can't interact with him at all. So how can you make memes? You know what I'm saying? They don't exist.
That's true.
So he's fucking Ghostbusters for 18,000 times. That's real funny. But your face is where the Ghostbuster guy face was. Oh my god, that's so classic.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
I mean, that would require you. I was just saying that would require you having like a little bit of insight into like what the people who watch you think is funny. And
true.
Like everything that DSP has done lately, this like football thing is completely tone deaf and pointless and stupid. He even yesterday was like, I don't care about sports. I don't know nothing about sports. I don't know anything about sports. So don't talk about it.
What percent of his audience has held a sports ball of any kind? I mean, let's get real.
Yeah.
Phil has it himself.
It's got nothing to do with anything.
I know.
Nope, he's not even going to be watching.
Lads. Let's get some home runs.
Part. He's just going to be watching the ads that come with it. Like, come on, you've already done that.
No, don't forget he's wearing his King of Hate football jersey. Fuck out of here! Don't forget that.
He's not going to wear any actual NFL stuff, right?
Like that is a sentence you just said.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a sentence in the world. No, guys, he's wearing sporting attire. He said that many times. He's wearing sporting attire.
Are they even like?
And he always says attire.
What teams are they? I'm very curious.
Oh, he doesn't know teams.
They are.
Don't ask him his favorite team.
It probably just says like DSP on the back.
That was the actual question that he got asked. Was like, "What's your favorite sports team or what's your favorite football team?" He was like, "I don't have one."
20 minutes. 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see these ads then.
It's just another ad. Like, is this even going to be like football commercials or is it going to be McDonald's and Burger King commercials?
Exactly.
It's going to be like McDonald's and Burger King. If you've ever watched the Super Bowl, it's always just commercials and everybody has to outdo the other one about like how funny they are. So I kind of get it, but it's going to suck.
No, but like they don't like there's no like in the Super Bowl they don't play like commercials with like football players inside them.
No.
They just do random shit. Yeah, you know, so it's like
most of the time now most of the time now it's like big movie trailers now, isn't it? Like that's it's a big time for that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
they
it's
put
not
effort
even funny
into
anymore.
It's not just like a regular advert that would air between shows. They put like a lot of production into them, and they make them almost like miniature movies, and it becomes a big thing. So
because it costs a lot of money to advertise during the Super Bowl. So
So you want to get your money's worth by investing in it. Yeah.
A completely uninteresting topic, completely pointless and needless topic for a DSP stream. Like
for a DSP stream, I still maintain that this could be interesting. It could be done well in a short, spontaneous segment. You know, just comes out and oh shit, let's watch some videos. You know, remember that old advert? You know this, and you talk about it for a bit. If you've got some sort of relationship with it and a personality, like something you can relate, a bit of history, and you can make it funny, then great, perfect. That could be great for a kill half an hour. We'll all have a bit of fun, but it's just Phil watching pre-made playlists that he has, and literally just sat there
couldn't
like
do that today.
yeah.
right? Just gonna be pining for all the old close to slur humor. There's
Yeah.
gonna be in
Yeah.
the commercials.
Oh, you can't say that now.
And then making up fake history about himself to relate to all the stuff that he sees.
God, don't
Yeah.
remind me. Don't remind me that
It's
shit.
gonna be a 5-hour long.
It's gonna be like a
God help us if there's a helicopter commercial. So
doing a DSP, feasting with the king for like pizza and wings, and he's been talking about that fucking like foam dome from the Simpsons hat. The two, He okay. Like I wanted to talk about this earlier when he took the gin shot, but he is started down a dangerous path. I think.
Yeah.
I think he took the exact wrong addiction to integrate into his streams, and he's choosing alcohol when he could have chosen WWE champions playing that on stream and making a bunch of money.
That.
Right?
Yeah.
Instead, he's chosen alcohol, and he's just gonna get fucking wasted every day and say a bunch of slurs probably. Like, who knows what he's gonna do now?
Yeah.
Here's
the thing.
The thing is,
go ahead, Steve. You first, Steve.
It also normalizes it. He's normalizing the idea that Phil can drink, so he's then going to be free to do it more and more. So that's the real danger here. The more normalized it becomes, the more accepted it is, and the less people will say, "Hey, Phil, you're drinking. You're making a big deal out of it."
And the more comfortable he's going to be, meaning that he drinks often, and not just at Christmas. So
he was being such a clown after that one shot. Like he was like really trying to play up like how how much fun he was having.
Wasted. Little personal, but I can remember when I was still alcoholic, obviously, but you really wasn't still drinking. I would try to find ways to sneak in alcohol to other things. So then, now when we watch a movie, it's normal for me to drink. And I would be like, you try to find these ways to sneak it into other stuff. And that's exactly what it's doing. And once you get away with it, you're happy because you're like, fuck, every time I watch a movie now, I can get a few beers. And you get excited, man. And that's exactly what he's doing. It's like,
and then you start looking for other places you can fit it in. Like maybe you can fit it in when you go to the gym, or maybe you can fit it in when you go into like a restaurant with your parents or whatever. You find other places to fit it in then, and your consumption goes up, and again, it becomes more normalized. So you don't see a problem with it until it's too late.
Wow.
See, this is another reason I like this community is because it's like, thank you for saying that. I know, right? It's just, it's great.
It's just normal.
I'm not crazy.
It's okay to have problems. Of course, Phil can't have any problems on stream. He's perfect human. Everything he did was in the past, except for the slave trade joke, the backpack joke.
All the stuff from the past that he brings up every day.
Ignore those.
Look, the gin was last night's Phil. He's changed now. He's a different person.
Yeah, but that's
He's
in the
clean
past,
and sober.
technically.
He's got the chip.
The gin was DSP space gaming. I'm just DSP gaming.
That wasn't me.
I haven't been actively drinking for over 8 hours.
Look, he said that. He said that about you. I haven't actively played mobile games this weekend.
It's the weasel
Wait,
words.
is that true though? Oh my god.
That wording, right? It's magical.
You think that
I've
Phil
not spent any money on mobile games this week?
It
was Monday.
Actively,
it was Monday.
So many qualifiers.
So like since Saturday?
Yeah.
Do you guys think DSP like recently discovered like drinking on stream? Because I kind of feel like the last year it's been really, really clear that he's been showing up to streams like wasted. And in the past, I don't know if I've really picked up on that he's been like.
Well, it's that one that ALT always brings up. The is it Mario
a lot
game?
Of people, it's kind of a meme in those like Dark Dave mirror and everything. Like, he's wasted again. But sometimes it's not true. Like sometimes he's not, and I agree. He's
just knackered and nodding off.
But there are some times when I get the thought. Right? It's like, you know what? I think he is here because it's not like over the top, but he's just a little bit off, right? And his jokes, he's kind of weird side Phil, like he's not quite being his own personality because we know his personality so well now, sadly. But it's like it's just a little bit off, and it's like something's going on, but I don't know how much, of course.
And that's what I'm saying is that I think that this is sort of like the next like slight escalation in this whole process of like, it used to be that he didn't drink on stream, but he would get fucking wasted off the stream. And now he's like, okay, I'm going to get a little bit wasted before stream because it makes it easier and it makes me more fun. La. And then now it's like, some moron is giving me $100 every time I take half a shot of whale tail gin. So it would be stupid not to do this. I need money.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Yeah.
And he's again another example of flailing. He's just in flail mode all the time now. That's all he is doing is just flailing for ideas. And this is one where he gets two good things. He gets money and gin.
The gin streak.
Drunk.
Stream 236 in a row that I've gotten fucking wasted live on stream.
He would love that. Can you imagine?
That escalation and that sort of normalization is a real issue for somebody who's claimed to be an alcoholic, because there isn't a fucking alcoholic in the world that's like, oh, I love that. I'm all right. It's just Christmas, just one stream, and the rest of the year I'm fine. It doesn't work like that. You can't just off your alcoholism. It's you either are or you're not. And I don't think he is. Well, he wasn't. He previously wasn't. He abused alcohol as a coping method, but now, because like for me, one of the defining features of it is that you need it like almost the moment you get up. You need it to function. You need it to keep going through the day.
Yeah.
And at least at the start of the day, having a shot or having a quick drink or whatever gets you up and gets you going. And I think like for a while he's been doing that, because every now and then we'll see him on the pre-stream and be like, oh, he's wasted. Well, the fact that he's now pushing it and it's impeding on later streams, and he's thinking, oh, I'm a bit more comfortable with it now, I might risk it. I might be like, oh, guys, if you drop some money, I might have a shot. It's he's becoming more confident with it, and that's meaning like it's getting more and more of his life. It's becoming more and more of a problem for him, and it's just going to get worse.
You know what's kind of funny? He loves to talk about like substance abuse from like drug users or like fast food eaters, right? But like alcohol, I don't think I've ever heard him be like, oh man, like pathetic drunks who get drunk every single night and have a handle of vodka.
That's true.
Right? And so I wonder if that's one of those selective kind of Puritan side fill things, right? I hate sex and violence and drugs, but that's sweet gin.
Alcohol
makes my
It's legal.
It's
legal.
makes my
You don't have
knees
to meet like a shady character in an alleyway outside Burger King.
Yeah.
It's all legal.
Yeah, America.
Total
Remember, if you
wine
smoke weed,
delivered to you. America, the best land.
Weed is like you're a druggie. Remember, he can still make fun of that hardcore. If you're, oh my guy's smoking weed, he's a weed pothead. He can make fun of that easily, right?
Pothead.
But smoke, drinking a lot, hey, that's a little different, you know. Something I also partake in.
Yeah, everybody drinks. All of us.
But my friends, is there any final topics you want to talk about? We got about 10 minutes left in the show here. The floor is yours. Obviously, I'm going to click Detractor Beam one more time. Spread that link. Please go follow. Sam, looks like you're going to say something.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Open it up to Q&A.
I just got reminded actually in chat. His alt channel is now DSP Reacts, isn't it?
Oh my god!
Yes.
And that's coming.
It's coming, it's coming, guys. It's coming, everybody.
The big positive changes.
That's when he's
That's the idea.
Uploading his old 21 hard drives full of 800 gigabyte videos.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we got to talk about that. Yeah,
I can't. They're like AVIs, and he's like, "Well, it's going to take forever to do it." It's like, mate, they're 10 minutes long. Put like 6 of them in a row on a timeline and export it as an MP4.
He used to babysit MP4.
What are these
Who uses those
I don't know
anymore?
what the fuck you're talking about, dude. If you can give me some instructions in an email at dspgaming@hotmail.com.
Papa Vera,
for me.
Yeah, things are that ridiculously simple now. There's probably a website you can go on that just does it for you now. Like, you know,
I had this idea yesterday, and I risk, and let's use this as a litmus test to see if DSP watches the streams.
Yes.
If I was DSP and I found 21 hard drives full of videos that I wanted to upload for whatever reason, I would, like, on my day off, I would start the stream and just like chain stream those videos like all day.
Yeah, exactly.
And just upload 11-hour-long videos of dumbass, not screen capture content about Castlevania or whatever fucking game he was playing at that time.
That's legit. If he had a 24-hour stream of just old videos, that chat would always be populated and people would always be talking. I don't know if that means
I bet you people would be super chatting too.
I wonder if it'd be help. I don't know if it'd help discoverability or anything, but I mean, there would be people in that chat constantly. You know what I'm saying? And that might be worth something. I don't know.
Watch hours.
But he also didn't know what I think he was.
Premiere? He didn't understand. Yeah, that's what I was trying to bring up. Is he didn't understand a premiere? It's like it's just a video that is live with chat. It's a premiere. You watch it with people and you talk to people. Well, I just don't really understand it, so I never did it. So you don't understand it, and you're not going to try to understand it. Is what's happening. You don't know how it works. So you're not going to try to figure it out. I was just like,
Absolute bare minimum. Doesn't give a shit.
You could go and find a YouTube video about what and how to do premieres and like what they are. It's not that hard.
You can go and watch one.
Yeah.
You can go and find one.
Oh God, you have no time.
It's been on YouTube.
No time.
Never watched one. All he has is time.
I'm judging. I was going to say though, like
about he and Kat watching YouTube.
Yeah, they're gonna go watch a playthrough.
I'm judging playthroughs.
You say he doesn't have time, but he watches other content creators. He's always pointing out that he doesn't watch people, but he is constantly slipping and saying, "Oh, I watched some of his stuff." So Moist, he says, "Oh, sometimes I'll watch a stream or two of his." He seems like a cool guy.
To him, but
yeah, so he's sitting on YouTube and watching stuff. So he has the means and the capability to do these things.
He won't do it.
But yeah, he just doesn't give a shit. That's all it is.
Quote unquote watching. I think that's like Kat is like, spend some time with Big Hungy, and he's like, all right. And he just like whips out the WWE champions and is playing that while Kat's watching. Kat's getting moist over Moist Critical.
Like just it's leaking into his brain, and he doesn't mean for it to happen.
But also, what context do you need beyond the word premiere to understand what the word premiere is in the context of a YouTube video? Like, can you please stop acting so helpless about every aspect of your life?
He genuinely can't deal with like abstract notions like this. He gets so mad when things aren't spelled out explicitly for him. If he has to use like an ounce of interpretation, he's just mad. He's like, I don't get it. I don't understand. He
might be wrong
recently.
He doesn't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
Very, very briefly, you mentioned Catherine, the game, Catherine, and he was like talking about being stuck in, you're between two women and all that. And then there's a level where you're a sheep, and I didn't get it. It's like, how can you not get that metaphor? How do you not understand that?
It's like I'm in my pajamas and I like have to climb a high thing and figure out a puzzle. I don't understand. But that's navigating a social situation. So that would be as alien as anything else that DSP would be.
That's true. Like his extreme intuitive deficit, I guess, is it's insane to me that I try to imagine what it would be like to be someone without any of this knowledge or any of this ability to think that way, and it's mind blowing. It's like trying to think about how big the universe is. It's
I think you got black holes that aren't as dense as this.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you said it right though. I think it's more a fear of being wrong, right? So that's what's stopping anything. If I want to be wrong, so I don't want to risk anything. If you risk something, you might be wrong, and that's the biggest fear is being wrong about it.
Just say like I do. I could be wrong, but this is what I think. Boom.
If I have to learn something, I'm gonna have to admit that I didn't know something.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. That's a good point.
The trouble is though, is that he finds out about this stuff while he's live. And then
it tells us.
And then outside of his stream, he's got no interest in figuring what this stuff out. It's already in the past. He doesn't give it. He's got no interest in bettering himself outside of his streams. It's only when he hits start streaming that he's like, and once he's actually in front of his audience, that he's like, right, you guys need to tell me how to do this. We're going to figure this stuff out. You're going to tell me what PC parts I need and all the rest of it. So that's why.
That's a really good point, because it's like any other point in time where he will be doing it, he won't be getting paid for it. He won't be possibly earning money for it, and he would have to figure it out for himself. Whereas doing it on stream, whether it's setting up a TV, opening up a PC, sticking tape down for your lights, whatever it is, if he can do it on stream and possibly make money, he'll do it on stream. Why would he spend his champion's time doing it?
Shinko Flores said this in the past, that it's just kabuki theater, right? Like it's Phil is like outwardly externalizing all this hard work that he does, and he makes sure that it's like done in front of his audience and on camera, so everybody knows how busy he is. But it's the kind of it's the kind of like psychology that like a child would give to like an authority figure or to like a parent or a teacher or something like that, about like how they're avoiding doing all their work. It's like, well, you didn't tell me how to do this, and I didn't know about this, and you never taught me this. His story about going to computer science,
nobody told me.
Yeah, his story about going to like college for computer science and like instantly flunking out because he had zero background knowledge and was extremely surprised to find that other people did have a background in it, and he felt that was unfair.
Yeah. How could you?
Wait, what? You put effort into it, and you got an advantage as a result? That's not right. I did nothing, and I should have the advantage. So
yeah, me free.
Dude, we see that in games when like a boss has 2 swords and he has 1. He's like, well, that's not fair.
We see that in driving games when there's a wall in front of him.
What?
There's a wall there?
King
That's not
Jad
fair.
King Jad posted a breakdown of He'll Play Need for Speed, and there was an amazing part where he's coming up, turns around a corner, and you can see him going to the left, to make a turn. And then he starts to turn right and hits the wall, and he's like, "What? Where did that wall come from?" And he's like, "You drove into it."
Yeah.
If you didn't go in there.
Yeah, and then once he's rewound it, he'll be like, right, I know that's there now. You know, I've learned that now.
What do you think your eyes are for?
Yeah, like there's another Need for, I think there's this is how you don't play for Need for Speed, where it's just like he's constantly running into the back of cars, and like they're just appearing there.
Yeah,
how is that fair?
I need to watch that one.
Yeah,
actually.
Hey, I'll tell you, I was about to say, you like the GTA ones. You've seen how bad his driving is in them, haven't you?
Yeah. That kind of like the racing games is as close as we're gonna get to this. How you don't play content in 2023 because chat can't help, right? No matter what chat says, they can't help you that much. You still got to just play the game in the end. So you see him just hitting cars and stuff that came out of nowhere. How could I expect that? It's like there's usually cars on the road, but okay.
There's a track that you're following. There's some very helpful lines and chevrons that are pointing you where you're supposed to turn and go. Like
my favorite is like, where did that police officer come from? And then King Chad's like, look at the mini map here. Look at this police officer rolling down this road that Phil's just been, turning around this corner and seeing him and going after him.
How am I supposed to drive? You never told me. I'm supposed to not hit stuff. You never told me. That's not fair.
Just to go back really quickly to how we started on this, someone brought up a really good point about premieres. He uses that word all the time.
Oh my god!
You're right. Damn.
Yep.
So it's kabuki theater. It's this learned helplessness where now he's like petitioning his audience to do the fucking work for him. Like, are you expecting people to like actually? He knows what a premiere is. He just doesn't know the literal exact link to click on. To be brought to the menu where you do that, and that's what he wants. He wants people to send him that link.
Yep.
This is the guy that says editing shorts is gaming the system, guys.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And you're only allowed to do it on your phone. You're only allowed to do it on your phone.
System, guys.
And I can't make shorts because my camera's over here and it should be up here so that you can see the game.
Wait, guys, how do I make a shot of a clip of my game? Do I have to film it with my phone? And then...
that was his literal thought in his head. Just film it.
The idea of him editing is one thing, but him editing a short of his gameplay is never going to happen. The idea of him cutting out his camera and placing it over the top of cropped portrait footage is never going to happen.
What ratio is it? What aspect ratio is it? It's like just rotate 90 degrees. It's the same. It's the same number of pixels. It's just rotated. It's not landscape anymore. It's portrait.
15 by 9.
But people do those shorts where like even though like the default is just showing you that 9:16 crop in the middle, and they can move the frame around, right?
The text above and below, like
you just cut your camera. Well, duplicate the track and. Copy,
Quit. When you said duplicate, you already went too far.
How do I right click on my phone?
I know. There are apps on your phone that can do it so quick. But how do you right click on your damn phone?
But he's uploaded a video that was just the middle of a widescreen frame of footage.
The fishing one.
It's like literally everything interesting is cropped out because it's on either side of the frame. And, and again, it's like, how could you not see that is not what we're talking about or what people are talking about when they mean a short? You can't just do like the framework of something and expect that that's the same thing, the same quality. It's
no, but he thinks he should. That's the mental part. He thinks he should. He thinks it should just be as easy as I'm filming this like this, and then boom, professional quality shot. You don't understand that there's work that goes into it. That's why he thinks it's cheating.
That goes for
something that
everything,
he's
though,
not.
doesn't it? Like that goes for the light that he, you know, this ring light thing. He thinks he's now turned that on, and wow, it looks so much better now. You know, he's under the impression that like just pressing on something is gonna, you know, there's nothing else that he needs to do.
Play.
Everything is one step, right? One step and it's done.
I kind of feel like he has the impression that he should be rewarded just for doing the thing, and that it doesn't matter how good or bad the outcome of that thing is. It's just that he did it at all.
Yes,
is the thing, and that's what he deserves the reward for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real quick, super fast take. We need, because I know you have a cat, Snood, and I know you do too as well, Injured, right? Both cat owners.
I do.
So
we're all cat owners.
Wow, this is a cat cast. I'm down. Cat cast. All right, real quick. It has been confirmed with the bank leaks that Phil spent $100 a month on cat supplies. That can be confirmed. So, what is your guys' theory? This is the closing theory, please.
Okay.
We don't need 10 paragraphs. Just your closing theory on how and what he is doing to spend that much money a month on cat supplies. He is one one creature. It is a cat. How does he spend that money? I'll go throw it to you first, Indrid.
I think he's buying ridiculously expensive products. You know, I had a sick cat before this one, and like, you know, I got him, you know, the fancier food, but it wasn't like the fanciest food. So he's got to be buying the dumbest shit and like the most expensive shit for this cat. Like he needs his fish treats or whatever it is, chicken. I don't know,
like live fish.
Yeah,
get a damn
he's
trout.
He's got to be like buying, you know, dried koi or something for this cat. It's just got to be something like that, or like clothes, or like a new collar for every day, something.
Yeah, it's got to be something.
I think that's probably what it is, and probably cat litter as well. I think he's buying a lot of cat litter and like changing that like every day, rather than this is probably what it is. Instead of just emptying the shit out, he's probably just emptying the whole thing into a bag, and that's why he's got that's why he's got like 7 tons of it in his garage.
This guy's hyped for money, and you do that. That's the strap.
That's a good point.
That was what I thought as well. He's just got, because the cat can only eat so much, regardless of how expensive the food is. The cat can only eat so much, so you have to burn through something else. And what else is expensive? Litter. So,
I forget about that. You know, my cats.
You should get his litter from Costco.
They go outside and they do their business outside, so we don't have to deal with litter. It's nice.
Oh, wild style cats, cool.
Yeah.
What's your theory, Snood? Closing thoughts for Snood here on this cat conspiracy.
Well,
conspiracy.
Conspiracy is an interesting word. How do we know? Do we know for sure that PetSmart doesn't sell iTunes gift cards?
I've seen that theory out there. I have seen that theory out there.
Real answer, though. Real answer. Someone was talking about this before, and that I don't think there is a chance in hell that you're spending that much money on litter a week. I don't remember exactly what the
month, isn't
it? Was it a month? Okay,
month.
I would be with Sam saying that he is absolutely just dumping the entire kitty litter tray out and is filling it up in the entire time back. Like it.
Yep.
That's the only way that you could burn through that much kitty litter, spend that much at a. Oh, another thing, it could be high-end filters for those cat water fountains, right? Don't get the cheap, shitty kind. You got to get the expensive, high-end filters.
The charcoal.
Do
you think it goes through them like regularly as well? Because there's no way he maintains it. So
I was just going to
at some
say
point
that,
it'll stop working and he'll buy a new one.
No, he just buys an entirely new water fountain. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, that's on brand, right? What's the paper plate equivalent if you own a cat? It's definitely like just dumping out the whole litter and just putting more in. Can you imagine? This man is tight with money, though, guys. He's paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Except for he's not litter to litter.
Fancy shit.
A lot of people saying that he DoorDashes cat
litter
food.
to litter. He DoorDashes cat food. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you get that ordered? Can I get some salmon sushi, please? Cut it in small pieces, though. Thank you.
You can. There's a service called Chewy.
Sort of thing.
Yes, but that's not smart. Yeah.
Okay. With that, I'm going to close the show. What an episode it's been. A lot of fun here. Detractor Beam, Indrid, and Snood, always in the house. Normal schedule, Wednesday and Saturday. Go follow them, of course. I'll get the link again in the chat for you here. We're hanging and banging, of course. They'll definitely be back, for sure. And as for that being said, we will be back tomorrow, 4:30 Eastern Time, PM, of course, for a bonus The Group Think show. And hopefully Steve's going to be there. Might not be. He's going to his own podcast with Thus, the show with
yeah.
Oh,
7 wonderful show. Awesome show, by the way.
Awesome show.
great
Check that out as well.
Send me the link, Snood.
So yeah,
I don't
2.5 hours before the podcast, before the
Okay.
thing,
Yes.
should be able to get in there. But if I'm
Cool.
not, it's because me and Scott are talking about Prince Andrew for too long.
Oh,
because still like true crime and psychology like that.
Oh,
Get to analyze Prince Andrew's interview tomorrow.
So
that's awesome.
Okay, can you tell us, are you suicidal? Can you just make sure that you vocally establish that you are not suicidal right now, please?
I am okay. I am avoiding Pizza Express. So
Thank you.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, that being said, let's get to our outro. Final words from Snood, please. Go ahead. Final words. Go ahead. Floor's yours.
Jesus Christ, you put me on the
Oh,
spot.
fuck.
I always do. I always do. I always do it. It's always gold.
Folks, I wish Phil Burnell was beaten with superheated rebar, and that we would,
man.
and that we could heat up loonies and toonies with lighters and whip them at him.
Jesus. Fire outro.
Please do not check out Detractor Beam. That is a horrible stream where only rude people go, and it is not fun.
Well, I mean, all right. So if you're really
style outro, go ahead.
Yeah, our stream rules is don't be rude to us, be rude to the dude, the guy.
Yeah.
If you feel particularly rude and you want to come invent new ways to kill Phil, then come tell us and make us laugh. It's fun. It's sort of fun. It's just a silly thing, silly thing.
It's a silly thing.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of silly little thing we do. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steve, Cerebral Style host. Final words. Go ahead.
I'm very happy to be here. It's been a lovely, mature, entertaining show. We've not been puerile at all. We've been very adult, grown up about this. So
thank you.
Yeah.
I hate puerile for fuck's.
I know. So
I want to know where he heard that. That's the real question.
He did not hear it.
He did not hear it.
He read it calendar 100 million.
Yeah.
All right, that is it from us. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. That being said, that's the group think is going to tomorrow. Send us home, please. Sam, our Wizard of Oz style host.
See you later.
Yo,
Bubbles.
That's robust. This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burn.
I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.
Way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Tevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Tevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach.
in reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me and a family, Jasper, and you know, the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time, but I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously. All those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am.
Jasper, I don't want to spray you. Please just move.